Woo! Scary Invisible Ken! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live! Where's my co-host? There he is.
Hey! Hey!
Hey! Oh, wait.
Scary Visible Kelly.
I'm not invisible anymore. Wait, that was...
Oh, Lord. Look at that.
I didn't create a shot where I was over here. Doggone it.
I'll tell you what, though, Ken.
Yeah.
That worked. That worked. That was pretty good.
I'm going as Halloween as Fat Gumby.
Or Fumby.
Yeah, Fumby. There we go. I mean, I want to be invisible again. Ooh, scary, scary, scary. Hey. Welcome to Thursday Night Live, the Halloween edition. Lots of special guests tonight. Let me, I can't see. There we go.
Yes.
Woo!
Oh, there's your hair.
There we go. Yeah, I can't mess
God
up
the
the
hair's
hair.
back.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, welcome to the Halloween edition of, and yes, I'm going to be green this whole time, and a little pink too. Kelly Shores from Ready Set Drone, welcome, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me. So glad to be here.
Yes, sir.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to you.
Thank you.
So this is going to be a little bit of an unusual show because, first of all, I'm in green undies, and I can't really do much about that.
How far down does that go?
Dude, it goes all the way down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me see if I can put...
So your bum, your tushy, your
Oh,
feet,
yeah.
your shoes, all of it's gone?
Let me show the ladies. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Woo, baby!
I mean, that's no Jeff Sills laying sideways on the beach.
Wait,
but,
it probably,
it's a
it probably
close
look
second.
better. Probably look better like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, hold on.
Floating head. You should
Here.
just do it as a floating head.
And I got the slippers on.
I'm wearing slippers too.
Are you? Cool. Yeah.
Well,
so
they're actually Crocs.
I can't push buttons and things without. Tell us what you've been up to while I de-Gumby.
Oh, good golly. Well, we had this little thing in Austin a couple of weeks ago called Spin Up.
Yeah, we did.
It was fantastic. Ken and Jeff both made it. Jason made it. So many awesome people were there. And again, I know it's a big effort to come all the way, but from everything I've heard, it was better than the year before. So that makes me really happy.
Yes,
I was pretty stressed.
It keeps getting better every year.
I was pretty stressed that we couldn't outdo 2018, but somehow we managed. And man, I had a great time. It was a lot of work, but it was definitely a lot of fun. So thanks to everyone who came to Spin Up. Thanks to all the awesome sponsors. And by the way, I heard just a little while ago from Jeff that Art Carlson got his RoboMaster today. I shipped it to him, but I was a little late getting it to him, and it sounds like he's going to be doing some awesome stuff with it.
Very good. Yeah, I can't wait to see what he does with it. That'll be fun.
Yeah, me too.
Speaking of Spin Up, and before we get into the best sponsor in the whole wide world, Pigeon jerky, I want to share a little bit of a video that Ed Ricker and some other.
Yes, I think I've seen this.
Just a little bit of this, and there was something spotted. Check this out.
We're about to go hiking at the risk of life and limb. Already broke some skin. That's no problem though. It's only risk of infection.
See, Sean's got these nice boots and everything. He's got his tattoos to protect his legs.
Yeah, and you never know if this is mud or cow patties. There are some cows around here, but anyway, Sean over there, he has an idea to go do some hiking. I got the Mavic 2 zoom right there. You just got like random cliffs and gorges and caves.
That is a beautiful piece of your
What's in the cave? What's in the cave? What was that?
And this is just a little.
And then, I don't know if you saw this.
Trivia. I'm using the
Can you see in the background?
variable ND filters for the Mavic 2 zoom.
Oh, what was that? That was something really scary. By the way, the chroma key is messing me up. I'm never doing this again. Did you see that?
Well, I'll tell you, I did catch the Ken in the cave thing. That was pretty good.
That was awesome.
I've been out to that property, so it's Sean's dad's place, and it's out on Lake Travis, and it is just absolutely astounding. Just beautiful, big valley. He's got an ATV. We went out there and shot some video together. It was absolutely amazing.
First super chat of the
super
night.
chat.
Thank you very much. Metro Drones with a $20 super chat. Happy Halloween. What up, Kelly? 2 things I have to let everybody know before we go any further. 1, I know I sound like poop. I don't sound awesome like I usually do. And that is because a piece of equipment called my master processor, it pooped the bed a couple of days ago, and I wasn't able to get a replacement in time. This actually has a real tube in it, so you audiophiles know that this is the good stuff. And yeah, I'll be replacing
Not all
this.
this newfangled stuff the kids are using.
Yeah, the crazy kids with their digital stuff. And 2, I got new glasses, so I can read the chat. I can read Skycam videos here, aerial landscapes, Mark H, Chris Hope, yay Chris Hope, Drone Crush, the whole gang is here. And now, as the train passes by, we are going to thank our sponsor. It is the Cadillac of trains. It is Pigeon Jerky, my friend.
You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky, and you'll give your family a treat.
Yeah.
It's balanced nutrition to help them grow.
Woo!
And it's full of fiber to make them go.
You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky.
We interrupt this advertisement for a special report. Hello, as the manufacturer of Pigeon Jerky, we strongly believe in that renew, reuse, and recycle ideology. People have often asked us, what do we do with all of those hollow pigeon carcasses after we've sucked out all the meat, guts, and brains that we use to blend our delicious Pigeon Jerky? Well, today we introduce our family fun, renewable product, Pigeon Poppers! That's right. We are no longer going to dump those mountains of rotting carcasses into that not-to-be-named here river. We are now going to freeze-dry them, place confetti and a mild explosive charge inside, and then rush them out around the globe to children's parties, weddings, and funerals that need a little spicing up.
Funeral?
All you do is hold the legs, pull the tail, and let the party begin.
Oh, my God.
Pigeon Poppers.
Look what I got. It's a pigeon popper.
Oh, that's so neat. Now pull the tail.
Oh!
Pigeon Jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats.
Yeah!
So, who the heck did that?
Who the heck did what?
Who the heck made that?
Me. And
You
the
made
fine
that.
and the fine people at Pigeon Jerky. What did I do here? I hit the wrong button. Yeah, the fine people at Pigeon Jerky.
Wow.
It's
well, I'm totally impressed.
Yeah. Thank you. The video that was Upper Deck Media, a guy named Ken. And if
That's
you're
what I thought.
watching,
That's what I
Ken,
thought.
we really appreciate it. Thank you for all of your effort.
And dude, it got you 3 super chats right
Heck
in
yeah.
4 super chats right in a row.
Williams Aerial Media.
Nice.
$20 super chat. Hope my eyes are on the way because my new Obsidian is just not the same without them. Happy Halloween. Yes, I did a mailing a few days ago, and like all the prizes and everything that I haven't been getting out, I finally got them out. So
Nice.
thanks for that. Aerial Landscapes, $20 super chat. My little part to support this great show and my fellow droners. Eagle. Thank you very much. And Bud Hornsby with a $5 super chat. Thank you. Does the Mavic Mini have return to home as good as the Pro and Zoom? We are going to get into this. We are going to dive deep undercover. Oh, look at what was that? Into this in just a little bit. And we're going to have, did I mention Jason Schappert from RemotePilot101.com
Yes.
on? We're going to have him on to answer many questions. There are many questions like, is this the outlaw drone? Can you make money with it without registering? All of those things will be
What does
answered.
it feel like when the prop hits your finger? Because I've actually had that happen.
Have you?
Skycam, you missed one too. Skycam video,
Yeah.
5 pounds.
5
for all your
pounds.
help. Nice to finally catch a live show. It's probably, 3 in the morning over there, Skycam? So thank
Yes.
you very much for staying up late with the big boys.
Yeah, we appreciate you Europeans staying up late. And
also Persa Heifer. Did you see that one?
Thanks for the pronunciation. I like to purchase pigeon jerk. You know, I should probably sell that.
You probably should.
I probably should sell some of that. It
Actually,
might-
I think the poppers would actually sell better.
Yeah, yeah, but I'd have to do a waiver with those. So lots of stuff coming up. In fact, from freewellgear.com today, I'm giving away, and this, I think this is over $100. This is the magnetic quick swap system from Freewell. And this is for 67 millimeter lenses and ND64. So make sure you have need for this before you go ahead and try to. And I'll remind everybody how to win this later. It's funny, and my post office is mad at me.
Or you can do what our pal Chris Hope does. He wins these things and then he donates them to somebody else, which is pretty awesome. So.
Yay, Chris Hope. And now let's head on into the newsroom.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's head on into the drone newsroom and find out all the news about drones you'd ever want to know. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Sills.
Hey, how you guys doing? Happy Halloween to all. Loved the invisible suit. That was really impressive.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you know, it's a little nerve-wracking that I could see through you, so it's
yeah,
okay.
Well, you always could. Yeah.
All right, so tonight's drone news is brought to you by GPC Custom Drone Cases, providing you with the highest quality of professional cases, so your investment is always protected when it's not in the air. Custom cases also available by request. GPC, designed for life. Be original, be blue. Online at goprofessionalcases.com.
Absolutely. GPC Cases, love you, mean it.
All right.
All right.
So first in the news, obviously, it's been everywhere. They're talking about it. I think it's blown up the internet as the Mavic Mini.
Mm-hmm.
So from what I understand, we're going to have some fun talking about that later on in the show.
Yes.
But, DJI brought us a new drone this year. So there you go.
Kelly, tell us what it's like to murder your fingers with this.
Oh no! Actually, I will tell you. This, much like the Anafi, these don't hurt at all. Actually, they just stop. So
oh really?
It is. Yeah. They're not like Phantom. They're not the splitters like the Phantom has on it.
Okay,
they're
cool.
more like the spitters.
Okay, awesome.
Spitters, not splitters.
All right.
Well, and see, the one thing that to take into consideration is that the Mavic Mini is not the only new drone that was brought to the market recently. Gannett is a company that is bringing out the Gannett Pro drone. This is a waterproof fishing drone that can carry a massive payload.
It looks something like this.
Okay. It looks like it's made of foam. Is that right?
It is a waterproof floating drone that has a payload of 3.5 kilograms. It was originally designed to be able to take your fishing line out far away from the shore, but they also discovered that there were other uses for it, such as search and rescue, etc. It's waterproof, sandproof. It has a 1080p live video camera that's gimbalized. A lot of different attachments. There is a GoFundMe, I think, set up for it, or Indiegogo account set up for it. So go check it out. There's lots of really interesting information.
Can you order one on the GoFundMe now?
From what I understand, you can, yes.
So one problem with that whole business model. Can I just shoot a hole in it right now?
Yeah, shoot.
So you know fishermen, right? No matter how much payload it has, fishermen are always going to lie about 20% higher than that, and then they're going to get caught because I caught a fish this big that weighed this many pounds.
True.
And then somebody's going to say that thing can only lift this many pounds.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the fishermen are always doing that. And speaking of shooting holes and things, I have to ask you, it's waterproof and sandproof. Is it Kentucky proof? Because you know some numbnuts going to shoot that thing out of the sky, man.
Hey, Cletus!
Raffle
and flush the toilet. We got company.
Oh, God.
Was that Kentucky?
Okay.
Are you making fun of your senator state? Goodness. So much disrespect here, Ken. When I become a senator, you better not diss on Texas.
Nah, I love Kentuckians.
All right. Well, on the basis of the drones being able to be used in rescue attempts, another company has come up with an idea of using drone swarms to be able to explore through buildings to, I guess, map out the area and find people. And so they have some fantastic new technology to share.
Here at the Micro Air Vehicle Lab, we've been working hard on overcoming this challenge. We've developed an extremely efficient navigation strategy to help us solve autonomous swarm exploration of unknown environments. This is the first time that such a complex task has been performed by a swarm of tiny robots.
Specifically, we created a swarm bug algorithm. Multiple robots fly off in different directions. Instead of mapping the environment, they deal with obstacles on the fly. When their batteries are at 60%, the robots fly back to a radio beacon at the ground station, again avoiding obstacles and each other.
Let's see the robots in action in the real world. To make a bug algorithm work, there are many elements to consider. The individual robot has to be able to navigate by itself in a very robust manner. The robot should also be able to sense and avoid each other and coordinate the exploration.
Ah, did I get you? Did I get you? Did I get you?
Were you trying to lull us into a sense of security with the European accents? Is that what it was? And then suddenly there's the alien.
That's right. Do other countries celebrate Halloween, or do they just think we're weird in the United States? I don't,
come on. Greg's out in the audience. Coonert's out there. What do you think, Oz?
They don't in Australia, as far as I know.
Well, because it's like spring there right now, right? They're doing Easter, I think, right now.
Right.
They do all their scary stuff in like March. It's totally backwards. Water flows the other way, and all the propellers spin the opposite direction.
That is true. Yeah, that is a fact. Yeah. All right, what's next there, Jeff?
All right, so speaking of scary then, the Raytheon company has decided to one-up and become the nightmare of every drone in the world, but with their new laser system.
Oh, yes!
And some guitar distortion.
Raytheon! Multispectral targeting system! It's a force multiplier! Oh, yeah! Shoot it out of the sky, man!
Frickin' laser beams attached to their heads!
Yeah! No drone is safe with Raytheon!
More like Raytheon.
Raytheon! Force multiplier! Woo!
Right.
Nice, edit. Did you add the guitar to that?
No, I just added.
That was
guitar.
I just added the evil.
Original video.
I just added the evil.
Wow.
Yep.
I do that for a living. I make videos like that for a living, and I never get to use cheesy, crunchy guitar like that. But if I could.
It's an amazing system that they have that they're bringing forth. So that should be deployed soon.
Hold on. Talking about music, let me see if that video would look any different if I used this music instead.
You gonna play Dreamweaver?
Yeah, let's see. I'll replay that video.
Dreamweaver.
Yeah, Raytheon. It will blow you out of the sky. Yeah. All right, copyright strike.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
I'm blocked in all countries.
Yeah.
I believe we
By
can
the way,
reach the morning light.
by the way, I apologize for the last week's video being blocked. Once in a while, the BBC, who I've worked with and sold stuff to, will get their panties in a wad and they will make a claim. Well, I made a counterclaim and I got it cleared up. Well,
nice.
Turns out, and our buddy, what is his name? Geeks Vana. He is going to do a story about this because he found out that sometimes there will be overzealous, litigious lawyers within BBC that are doing things against the BBC's better interests, like this.
You know what BBC stands for then? Better be careful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. When that happened last week, and I helped you try to figure that out, the one thing that cracked me up was that they were banning your account for a video that was made in 1996.
Yeah, and it had a Phantom 3 in it.
Oh yeah.
Now I remember
Sure.
fondly my 1996 Phantom 3.
They were going to ban your entire channel?
No, just that video. It was blocked in
Just
all
that
countries.
video.
I get a notice shortly after this show ends, and it says, "Sorry, Charlie, because of 20 seconds of your 3-hour video, it's blocked in all countries."
But can you just not monetize and then it'll play?
No.
Or even if you don't monetize?
Yeah,
oh.
it doesn't matter. I don't
Well, there you go.
monetize this video anyway, because who wants to watch this show with a bunch of stinking interruptions?
Well, we're already doing that, Ken.
Oh, that's true. Oh, you're
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
let's get back to the news.
Back to the news.
So, Poznan reveals the latest weapon in the fight against pollution. They've come up with an air sniffing drone.
Okay.
Does it have a tail?
Tell us about it.
So they've come up with a drone that is designed to end the smog issue in their country. So it uses onboard sensors that hunts for chemicals such as formaldehyde and hydrochloride, etc. And it essentially sniffs out where the furnaces are that are using these particular things, and then they can go and either find those companies or those businesses or those residences that happen to be polluting the air.
Okay. Can it detect methane?
It flies over a big herd of cattle and just goes crazy.
Right.
Probably. Yeah.
Another question. If I'm in my bathtub, can it detect methane?
You know that's called a blumpy, right?
Yeah.
Does it have a name? I didn't know it had a name.
A blumpy, yeah.
A blumpy. That's a great name for it.
It really is.
You learned me something. Thanks.
Copyright 2019.
There you
Razor
go.
drone.
All right, moving on. Next in the news, we have an incredible moment. The rescuers find a lost dog that was camouflaged in the Scottish mountains.
Where are we seeing the dog now? Where is it?
Yeah, that's the thing. It was very hard to see this dog, and
I don't see it.
I'm waiting for Ken's head to pop up.
Aw. We gotta save the doggies. I love doggies. Go on, Jeff.
yeah, 10-year-old Miss became stuck on the cliffs in Killen, Stirlingshire on Thursday and couldn't be rescued as the light was fading. So they used a drone to be able to locate the dog, and volunteers teams were able to go up and retrieve the animal.
That's
Awesome.
great.
That is cool.
Would they have gone to all that trouble if it was just a stinking cat?
No.
Nah, I don't think
absolutely
so either.
No,
You'd be like, just get another one. Looks just like it.
All right, so next in the news, recently on one of the news channels, the FAA, Jay Merkel, who's the executive director of the FAA UAS Integration Office, was interviewed and talking about the upcoming test that they want to do for hobbyists. And one of the interesting things that he talked about was the fact that, unlike the 107 test, which asks fairly intricate questions, that the hobbyist test is going to be more of a practical and easy test. The material should be fun and friendlier to use.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Fun?
Yeah, fun and friendly.
Oh.
That's his direct comment.
Well, what they'll do is they'll put a dog on a cliff, and then you have to go find it. That's if you can find the dog or Ken's face, you win.
Well, and this obviously points again to the fact that the FAA does want to have a test for hobbyists, something that you would have to take and pass. So,
By the way, my mom is in the chat. I just saw her because I can read the chat now with my new glasses. My mom is her name is Renee Savacool. She says, "Watch that cat thing." My mom
And she
is
has a wrench too, so she could shut us all up right now.
yeah. My mom is a crazy cat lady. Just to let you know.
Oh, Lord. Like
Yeah.
from The Simpsons, that one.
She has all the neighborhood cats. Like she has a big house for them, and she invites them in, and we're gonna have to put my mom in a home soon, I think. I'm just kidding. Love you, mama.
all right. So next in the news, Wing Drone Delivery, as we've talked about before, has been conducting tests for many years now as part of their delivery service, and they've done 80,000 different test flights. Recently, though, the first honest-to-God delivery was made with their system, and they delivered a $9 cup of coffee, banana bread, to a home.
Is this their promotional video that is vertical video?
I have not.
Because you'd think a company that was tech-based would figure out how to flip the phone around.
No, dude. Haven't you heard of IGTV? It's all the rage.
Yeah. Wow, that actually works better than I thought it would.
There it goes.
Banana
bread, huh?
So it should be nice and icy cold by the time you get it. That's nice.
And very appealing.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Did that just happen? So, yeah, they got the bread. How much does it cost to do something like that? I mean, it's got to be.
Well,
it said $9.
Yeah, this was $9 for a coffee and banana bread being delivered to the home,
which is less than you would pay at Starbucks, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Trick or treaters.
Oh, we got a trick or treater. That video prompted me to remind everybody about the dangers of vertical video with our friends Glove and Boots, one of my favorite channels on YouTube. Check them out, but watch this first.
This video didn't have to look this way. It could have been prevented. Say no to vertical videos.
Vertical videos happen when you hold your camera the wrong way.
Yeah.
Your video will end up looking like crap.
There are more and more people addicted to making vertical videos every day. It's not crack or nothing, but it's still really bad.
Yeah.
There are two different kinds of people who are afflicted with VVS.
Oh.
The first group treats the videos they shoot like pictures. They don't mean any harm. They just don't understand that while you can turn a picture, you can't really turn a video.
The other group is people who don't give a
Just say no to vertical video.
Who is
and if
this?
you see someone doing it, say, "You're not shooting that right, dummy!"
Yeah. Brilliant.
Oh, Lord.
You never heard of Glove and Boots?
I have so many people I have to show that to. So many people.
Why is it that people forget all they have to do is boop? That's it. I have to remind Jeff all the time. We'll be Skyping. I'd be like horizontal.
Yeah.
Flip your phone.
Probably because when I answer my phone, I don't answer my phone like this every time.
That's for gangster, though. You know, to hold your phone like this.
That's right.
No.
If you're holding your gun like this, you should hold your phone like that.
That's right. That's where that comes from.
Yeah.
All right. So next in the news, in Henrico, VA, is that Virginia? The Henrico Fire Department's been battling a landfill fire in the East End landfill off of Charles City Road since Saturday. One of the interesting things, though, is that with a landfill fire, obviously the fire gets underground. So they used a drone with a thermal camera to be able to see where the hot pockets were deep under the landfill.
Mountain of trash. Landfill construction machines claw away heaps of garbage to move it out of the reach of this landfill fire.
It's more of a nuisance than anything. We just want to make sure that it doesn't get out of control.
Henrico Fire tells me they were notified Saturday after midnight. Since then, crews have been working around the clock to get the fire under control. Though the open flames above ground have been taken care of, the biggest issues lie beneath the surface.
One of the challenges with the landfill fire is that it can be deep-seated and in some cases can be underground. So it makes accessing the fire difficult for our crews.
These images were taken by Henrico Fire's robotics response team using thermal drone technology. The bright orange patches seen here indicate the fires burning beneath the surface.
Anytime you compress a bunch of trash down, there's still pockets of air that exist under there. So even though you cover it over with dirt, there's still opportunities for the fire to smolder underground until either the fuel is consumed or all the oxygen is consumed.
Above ground, you can see streams of heat and smoke spewing into the air. All day Saturday, crews transported up to 2,500 gallons of water at a time to spray over those hot spots.
Somebody said low audio. Are we good? Can you still hear us?
I muted myself because my dog was going crazy for a moment.
Oh, okay.
But you know, I think it was said in the chat, kids, if you do cook a Hot Pocket, don't throw it away. Eat it. Good Lord.
Yes.
Wasting food.
Those Hot Pockets are more hot than you realize.
All right. So next in the news, we have a Colorado man accused of using a drone to spy on his neighbors.
Oh, this is okay.
It's the piece of technology that has a city buzzing.
It sounds like a hornet. It sounds like a buzz.
drones, or shall we say Peeping Toms disguised as drones.
No, we shan't.
Red lights on them, and it looks like
The shan't.
No,
word.
it's shan't.
Right outside
Shan't.
people's
That's it.
windows.
Shan't.
He was up there, he was there, he was in the backyard.
it makes you sick if you want to know the truth.
Close to a dozen residents in this neighborhood have now complained about their neighbor Doug's drone peering into their second-story windows late at night. Jane Worthing was in her bathroom.
It's a violation. It's definitely, you feel surveilled and you feel your privacy is invaded. Nobody needs to be listening to me or peeking in a crack of my second-story bathroom window at 10:30 at night when I'm getting ready for bed.
It makes you sick if you want to know the truth.
That's horrible. Why are you doing that?
So we rang Doug's doorbell.
Hi, Doug.
He wasn't home then, but he arrived seconds later.
You claim you're not flying outside their windows.
No, and I got proof it's on my app.
Never. You've never flown outside their windows.
Never, ever.
So all these people are just lying.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Neighbors aren't buying it. They say Doug is a criminal.
I consider it voyeurism, invasion of privacy,
Oh.
Peeping Tom. Just because it's behind a piece of machinery does not make it any different than an actual person on a ladder.
And so they're taking action, vowing to change Sydney ordinances to make their neighbors' use of this hobby a crime.
Don't want them to fly? They shouldn't be able to fly in our neighborhoods. Go somewhere else and do your thing.
That's private property. You can't fly over my private property. I own the skies to the heavens.
Where did the dancing monster come from?
I don't know what that was. I think it's because it's Halloween. The show just may be a little bit haunted.
But I love in that video how they interviewed all those people. They spent like 2 seconds interviewing the guy that actually flew the drone. He made a very important statement. He said, "I got proof on my app that shows that I haven't been anywhere near these
they
people's
didn't
houses."
ask. They didn't ask to see his app, as a good reporter should have done. They just tackled him by his car because they knew what they want. They knew how they wanted their story going in. They didn't want to hear from him. They just wanted to stir stuff up. That's all.
Fake news. All right.
Yes.
So,
by the way, I want to give a quick shout out to Sean Oz in the chat right now because he was the one who filmed that video earlier where Ken's head popped out of the woods.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Good to meet you there at Spin Up.
All right, so next in the news, we have an interesting story, and this one I think is going to open up a lot of questions. A state appeals court has ruled the discovery of video footage on a drug-related activity found on a crashed drone belonging to a Portland man could be used in a case against a client. But here's the interesting thing. The Portland man who owned the drone that crashed isn't the one that found the drone. A neighbor or somebody else found the drone, and in the process of them trying to figure out who the drone belonged to, they watched the video, and it just so happened that as the drone was flying, it had captured footage of these people doing some drug activity in their backyard. Innocuous. It was not something that the pilot was trying to do. And so she turned the drone footage over into the police department, and that is how they used the drone footage. So the drone footage wasn't actually from the owner of the drone. It was found footage. Like if you just found something lying on the street and like, oh, hey, look, they're doing something illegal. I'm going to show this to the police.
What? Wait. Okay. Was the person doing the illegal thing in the video? Because that's a perfect excuse for someone who gets caught with something on their drone to say, "Not mine. I just found it. Not mine."
Well, so that's the thing. The person that was the person that was being arrested for this methamphetamine stuff has absolutely nothing to do with the drone.
Okay.
The drone
he was just there.
Yeah, he was in the path of this drone that as it was filming before it crashed. And so when the woman took the drone back to her house and plugged the thing up to her home computer to figure out who it belonged to, that's when she saw the footage of these people doing something nefarious and turned it over to the cops.
Okay.
Wow.
And very interesting legal case there, and I'm looking forward to hearing how the outcome of that one is. All right, so last in the news, we have the UNL is using firefighting drones fairly effectively to be able to help control forest fires. And so the University of Nebraska-Lincoln has a startup aiming to give firefighters a new resource when it comes to fighting these wildfires.
Ignis is a drone created by UNL alumni that drops spheres that intentionally ignites fires to burn vegetation and starve incoming wildfires of potential fuel. This drone weighs in at just under 10 pounds, but its creators hope it's the future of aerial firefighting.
You burn ahead of the fire
to eliminate fuels in the path of the fire, so when the fire burns up to it, it just extinguishes itself.
This is the second version of the Ignis. It can hold 450 of these little spheres at a time, filled with chemicals that intentionally start fires.
They fall from the sky and they ping pong through the trees to allow it to reach the ground where it can ignite the fuels that are there. That creates a chemical reaction that gets hot enough to burst into flames, and you get about a 3-minute burn out of these ping pong balls where you drop them.
The system is controlled by an app that allows users to monitor everything from mission duration, where the spheres are set to drop, even a boundary for the drone so it doesn't drop outside of the desired area.
Plan out the flight path of the drone, as well as tell it, oh, along these sections of the flight path, I want you to drop ignition spheres along here so you can ignite these lines.
Right now, many of its users are outside of the state. This video is from August of 2018 during the Klondike fire in Oregon, where Ignis was used to fight wildfires.
It's a great tool for people who it's not economical to hire a helicopter. Basically, anywhere it's either too rugged, too expensive, or too dangerous to send people into, Ignis is a great use in that case.
This is a new technology?
Well, the idea of using a drone to drop these spheres is new technology.
Okay, because I think I saw something like this back when I was a kid. I have some video from that. Here, check
What
this.
was the tiger's name?
Let's see, what was that tiger's name?
Abyssinia.
Abyssinia.
Abyssinia!
Yeah.
The After the ping pong ball drop! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Oh, no!
Call this green jeans.
Oh, no! The captain! The captain went up in flames.
Lord. Go down with the ship.
Do you remember
Oh yeah, Mr. Green Jeans, remember? Yeah. Wasn't he one of the characters? So question, Jeff, does there already have to be fire for this to work? I mean, it's just igniting more flame when there's already flame. You couldn't just drop it and it ignites spontaneously.
No,
right?
the little orbs are designed to cause a fire, and what it is it's designed for making the backfires that they do to stop it, and so the drone can come out. Yeah, the drone can come out and have a pre-programmed flight to drop the spheres in a certain order, and then they'll ignite and basically cause a line of flame that can be used.
Causes them to actually ignite. I mean, you could drop gasoline in a sphere and it wouldn't.
It's a chemical reaction. There's two halves. There's two halves with chemical in each half, and when they break,
like epoxy.
Yeah, when they break, they combine and then they burn up Captain Kangaroo. Yeah. So Jeff, is that all of the news? Because I know we have Jason Schappert waiting, and but I wanted to talk to you and Kelly first, very quickly. If you have just 2 questions about the Mavic Mini, the rest of the stuff we're going to cover. Do you have any personal questions that you'd like to ask?
Well, I mean, obviously the one thing that I want to know about the Mavic Mini is with your usage of flying it and stuff like that. How much have they sacrificed to make this drone? From what I understand, it uses a different app.
Yeah, it uses a different app.
It uses the DJI Fly app.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you want to hold it by the tail or it'll bite you.
Right. Here's what I heard. I heard that that using the SD card will put it over the weight.
No, actually, no, that's not true. It is 1 ounce, or 1 gram. They actually left a gram for the SD card. That's actually not true.
Okay, so it comes with stickers. So you put the stickers on, then it's over, right? You leave it on the shelf for too long, and it gets dusty, then it's over. Then it's over the limit.
So Sean Oz actually brought up a good point. If you did put the prop guards,
cage,
the cage on it, then I think it is actually over. I haven't actually tested that, but that would be interesting because if you have the prop guards on, you're probably flying indoors, so you're probably okay anyway. But to your point, no, it is 249 with everything on it.
Okay, let's hear the legs. Let's hear the legs fold very quickly. I want to hear the quality. Let's hear the quality. Yeah.
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah. Oh. Sounds kind of hollow.
It's very hollow. So Ken, you receive these cheap toy drones in the mail sometimes?
Yeah.
It feels like that. It feels like one of those cheap hollow plastic drones, but it does not fly that way. And in answer to your question, Jeff, and this is not me really trying to sell this thing. It it flies as well as a Mavic Pro. It holds its position as well. It does great in the wind. I mean, you can watch my video. I go through all this in pretty much detail, but it does not sacrifice performance, and it flies better than the Spark. Honestly, it flies better than the Phantom, in my opinion. I had a Phantom 4 that I was using, so I got all these DJI drones to film my video, and this thing, we were shooting them side by side, and the Phantom 4 was kind of, and this thing was just sitting there. So what you give up is D-Log. What you give up is all the cinema settings, your shutter speed, your
Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, but I will say the Wi-Fi, because you've flown a Spark before, right? It is improved over what the Spark had. But does not have AccuSync. But honestly, if you're going to keep VLOS on this thing, you need to have it fairly close to you, because I would say the color is actually very hard to see in the sky. And so if you're going to fly this thing more than a kilometer away, you're going to have a really hard time seeing it. And so AccuSync doesn't matter, because I've flown it a kilometer away where it was just out of sight and I had a perfect signal.
Okay,
so,
well, we're going to cover all this stuff in just a minute. All this stuff. People think this is the outlaw drone. This is the drone that's going to let them skirt the rules. Well, is it? We'll find out in just a moment.
By the tail.
But first, I want to thank very much Sky Story Studio. $10, he says, towards your voice box. And I guess he's meaning...
He means your Tubinator 2000.
He doesn't mean my voice box. He means this voice box right here, which is
Lord.
why...
That is so inappropriate.
I may... It isn't it? Yeah, it is. Sorry about that. So I had to order another one of those, and it didn't arrive in time to make me sound as awesome as I usually do. Luckily,
All right, so
my hair
the
will
news-
distract you from my lack of voice.
All right, so the news is the evening was sponsored by Go Professional Cases, GPC, designed for life. Be original, be blue, online at goprofessionalcases.com.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Thanks,
Thank
Jeff.
you, GPC. And thank you to Anubis Arts, man. TJ Grady, $5 super chat. Thank you. It's like a little... I must have some schmutz.
Bird drone.
It's
Bird drone.
What? I didn't hear... I didn't hear what... I can't hear Kelly for some reason. Jeff, can you... I must have some schmutz on my glasses here.
If I wait really carefully, it keeps scrolling past. Hang on a second.
Yeah, what does it say?
It's like a little bird drone.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird, bird, bird. Bird's a winner, well, a bird, bird, bird. Bird is a winner, well, a bird, bird, bird. Well, a bird is a winner, well, a bird, bird, bird. The bird's a winner, well, a bird, bird.
You know, I have to be very careful the way I dance. And let me show you. I would dance more over... I can't do the wings. Watch this. My second floor. This house is over 100 years old. Watch. Watch what happens when I dance. See my lights up there? Look, everything's shaking. The whole floor. I'm gonna fall into my living room here in a minute. Jeff, thank you so much. Are your kids around, all dressed up and ready for trick or treating?
Yeah, they're not quite ready yet, so we're gonna have to go and package them up and get them ready. We have LED masks.
Oh.
Yeah, and the hooded masks and stuff like that to
Turn it on.
wear.
Let's see what it looks like there.
Ooh, scary.
That's all right. No reason to be prepared. Okay. Ooh, scary. Ooh, Jeff is so scary. Is that your costume, or is that one of the kids' costumes?
This is going to be mine, since I get to walk the kids around the neighborhood, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Very good. All right. Yeah, I don't have any kids, so I can't get out there and trick or treat and enjoy Halloween.
Yeah, we gotta get going now, since candy's fresh and waiting for us out there.
All right. See you, bud. Thank you so much.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
All right. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff's always got the best news. And now I'm going to bring in Jason Schappert from remotepilot101.com. And while I do that, here is Kelly with a joke.
Oh, goodness. All right. Why can't ghosts have babies?
Why?
Because they have Halloweenies.
Oh, dude. Dude, that's horrible.
What did the cannibal get who was late for dinner?
A better joke?
The cold shoulder.
Ooh. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why did the wedding planner cross the road?
Why?
To get to the other bride.
Oh, that was worse than mine. Way worse.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Way worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got another one?
If Frankenstein and Dracula got in a fight, who would win?
Who?
Frankenstein, because Dracula sucks.
Okay. No more jokes from Kelly. Hey, Jason Schappert.
Hey, guys. How are you all?
Hey, Jason.
Pretty good.
Hey,
Welcome.
guys. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Really excited to be with you guys again. And good to see you guys again as well.
Yeah, it feels like it's been just a little while.
Just a little bit, yeah. So we're thankful. We're actually with the kids at Disney, so not in the studio today. So hanging out with you guys from Disney today.
Nice.
So we're lucky enough right now to have with us from remotepilot101.com instructor pilot and 8 foot tall, just good dude, Jason Schappert, and he is going to try to help navigate us through all of the confusion that the DJI Mavic Mini has caused, because people are thinking that this is the outlaw drone and that you can do anything that you want with it. You don't have to register it. You can fly it at the airport. You can fly it up George Washington's nose at Mount Rushmore. You can do anything you want with it. But that's not the case. Is that right?
That is not the case. And Ken, I sent you some slides earlier too that I made up just to kind of share with everybody.
Yeah.
And we can go through that. Kind of if you have some of those, where does this fit as a hobbyist? Where does this fit in the Part 107 commercial environment? So looking at the next slide here, Ken, you can see if I went to register this, it says, well, how do I register my unmanned aircraft? We land on the page, it says, well, register it using this website if it weighs more than that 0.55, that 250 grams, and less than 55 pounds. So right now, the Mavic Mini does not fit in that. Okay, we check that box. Let's dig a little bit deeper here. Am I going to operate, let's just say, as a hobbyist? So going to the next slide, let's say we want to use it for hobbyist use under Part 101. We look at 101.41, the applicability, and these are the hobbyist rules you are held to. And I kind of want to just jump ahead to the subparts, the A, B, C, and D, the bullet points you see there. It says, the aircraft is flown strictly for hobby or recreational use. It's operated in accordance with any community-based or safety guidelines. C is the interesting one. The aircraft is limited to not more than 55 pounds unless certified through design for what they're talking about is greater weight. It then says the aircraft operated in a manner that does not interfere and gives way to manned aircraft. And then E is our 5 mile from airport rule that we as hobbyists all know and understand. What's so interesting to me about this, and this is 101, this is our rule book here for hobbyists, it doesn't mention a minimum. It only mentions a maximum, that 55 pounds. So it's a maximum of 55 pounds all the way down and on through. So although you may not have to register, you still have to follow the rules as a hobbyist.
Right.
Let's take it a step further now. So next few slides here. What does this mean for us in the commercial environment? Well, if you look at the following slide, I pulled up 107.3. That's definitions of what an SUAS actually is. And that's an unmanned aircraft, again, weighing less than 55 pounds. And I like how you said earlier on takeoff. So that includes our SD cards, our stickers, our prop cards, everything else. So we do need to be mindful of that. But again, Part 107 doesn't define a minimum weight. It only defines a maximum. So 55 pounds and lower. Next slide on here talks about registration, 107.13. A person operating a civil small unmanned aircraft system for purposes of flight must comply with the provisions of 91.203 subpart A and 2. And again, they're just jumping us all around the code federal regulations. The next slide, I have that 91.203, which is summarized in plain English, says you need to have in the U.S. a registration certificate issued to the owner for the operation in the United States. It continues on with the laws of a foreign country if it applies. So the very last slide here, Ken, and then we'll open it up for discussion is, does the Mavic Mini need to be registered? For hobby use, no, it does not if you're going to be under Part 101. However, you still have to abide by hobbyist rules. You don't have to register, but there's still plenty of rules to follow. And this is the interesting thing that I don't know a lot of people thought of. If you wish to use it for commercial use, under Part 107, you would still need to register it. You need to register it because you're a commercial operator, as we just read in the 107 regs. So is it the outlaw drone? No. Is it going to be something super fun, a great introductory price to try to get more people involved and hopefully stepping up their drone game in the future? Absolutely with that. So is the FAA going to change rules and regulations to get under 250? I don't know that answer. I would argue they're probably going to look at it very closely because this will be the first mass-produced drone that's underneath that 250 grand regulation.
By the way,
everything else is just small stuff.
Your connection is lacking. I don't know if you can get closer to your router or whatever, but you're breaking up. You're in a hotel, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Are you using hotel Wi-Fi? Because I did.
Yeah,
sorry, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Can I ask a question apropos to what you just said?
Yeah,
sure.
So what about a situation where you are Part 107 pilot and you do Part 107 work, for hire or whatever, but then you also fly as are you immediately tied to, for example, for me, I kind of was under the impression that if I never used this on anything but just fun family outings, I didn't have to register this drone? Or is it immediately because I passed my Part 107 thanks to Remote Pilot 101, by the way,
yes.
and so I have to register every drone I fly?
No, that's not entirely the case. It's the use of the drone.
Okay.
It's not because Kelly is a Part 107 pilot. It's how do I wish to use this drone? The same is true in manned aircraft. I have commercial aircraft, and then I have my fun stuff. I take the family flying in.
The J Cub or the Cub, right?
Exactly. Now you're talking.
Right. Here's what I want to know. I want to know, is the FAA going to go after people? Because somebody made a really good point, and they asked me this question. Maybe you can answer it. How will the FAA, and granted, the only way the FAA ever knows about any violations is because someone reported it. They don't have a police system. There's no FAA police. So how will the FAA know which drone you're using in which case? You know what I mean?
You're talking about if I didn't register, am I following the hobbyist rules? Is what you're kind of inferring?
Yeah.
What you're trying to say?
Yep.
You're exactly right. Unless somebody reports it, unless you've registered the serial number for a rebate or a warranty or something like that, it will be very hard to actually track that. Now, with the advent of ADS-B technology and some other things, that can change. You're right. Right now, it would be very hard to tell who crashed that drone if it's not registered.
Yeah, I think, again, we have to reiterate that this is not the outlaw drone, because I think people are buying this thinking they can fly at night, they can fly it into a jet engine, everything will be all right. But no, that's absolutely not the case.
Correct.
And this goes for toy drones as well.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. It's anything under that 250. And again, I love Kelly's points earlier of it's 250 of your takeoff weight. Just because you took it out of the box at 248, 249 grams, you had the stickers, you had the prop guards, you had the SD card.
Yeah, that was Sean Oz, who spoke at Spin Up as well. That was his question, was as soon as you have the prop guards, if that puts it over. Now a question for you there. If you fly, because the only time I would put the prop guards on would be to fly indoors. Do you, if I only flew it indoors with the prop guards where it would be over that 250 gram theoretically, then do I have to register it?
Geez, it's a great point. Yeah, you're operating over that 250. In that instance, if something happened at the same time indoors, you're not technically in the national airspace system. I'm in my house.
Right.
So there's some debates right there that can be had. Indoors, things like Part 107 and that sort of stuff, I'm not in the airspace system. It's different. You're in the comfort of your home.
Jason, are you in a larger city where you have 4G? Because the hotel Wi-Fi just ain't cutting it.
Yeah, you want me to do that?
Might do better off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Can we switch? 4G. Can we switch, or do I need to call you back?
I don't know if I can switch, but can we turn video off and try that? Does that help?
No, you're too good looking to turn the video off. Let me.
Hey, by the way, while he's doing that, I actually wanted to talk for just a moment. I did get a really cool note from Remote Pilot 101 today. I don't know if you received this as well, Ken, but they're doing a contest for if you, I think, are a graduate or a student of Remote Pilot 101, or at least on their mailing list, you can win a T-shirt, a Remote Pilot 101 T-shirt. I immediately signed up for that. I'm excited. Hope I get one. And I know you're kind of giving those away around the holidays, so that's pretty cool. And they're really nice shirts. I saw it in person.
Thank you. I'm setting up that hotspot now too, but thank you for that. You're right. We're doing all of that. Remote Pilot in Command. You can see all those, and that link's getting posted now.
Are those shirts only for people who have been through your class, or are they for anyone on that list, or how does that work?
And he's
I'll
try calling him back. Maybe there.
Okay.
Did it switch?
There you go. I just made the.
Oh, he made the switch.
Switched over to 4G. We'll see if 4G works better now.
There you go.
Are you in Orlando right now?
Yes, but anyways, the shirts are for anybody. Anybody's welcome to sign up for that. Absolutely.
Cool. Yeah, and also, how often, Jason, just totally a side question, how often are you walking down the street, especially in Florida, and get recognized? Does this happen very often?
It doesn't just happen in Florida. It happens anywhere. A funny story about that, because we also do manned aviation. I was at a manned aviation air show and walked in to use the bathroom. And I'm standing at the bathroom. I'm standing at the men's urinal. And a gentleman looks over me like this and looks at me again and looks one more time and goes, I watch all your videos. And we're just there in the bathroom together. I'm like, thank you. I'd shake your hand right now, but it's probably not appropriate. So it happens. It probably happens to you and Ken too, though. Just wait till it happens in the bathroom.
Never in the bathroom. One day I'll be lucky enough to get recognized in the bathroom from my shoes. Maybe I always wear red shoes. I have a question for you, and this is from Marcus Glass. He has a very good question. There was an incident where a guy who had an aerial video business was asked by the local sheriff to help find a missing boy. And this was at night. And they didn't have time to get a waiver. Can you defer to the local authorities in that way? I think I know the answer to this already. He asked, was an FAA waiver needed to fly in an emergency at night?
Wow. You have to remember the sheriff, I'm sure they're great people. They mean well, but they don't control the airspace here.
Right.
Now, at the same time, we work with a lot of police units. They're not always held to Part 107 regulations. They operate under, an LOA, a letter of authorization, or an agreement with the FAA. Typically, they'll set those up to operate outside of Part 107 and have to avoid the waiver process. It's possible he could have operated under their LOA if they had one, but we don't know. But no, it's tough to piggyback on that sort of stuff.
Right. I mean, because if I was in that situation, there's a crying parent here, and I had the means to help find the kid, I would do it. Damn the consequences. I absolutely would do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I don't think anybody's going to go after you in that situation unless you run into a helicopter that's also searching. Right. That's where it gets tenuous. Is if your heart's in the right place, you've also got to have your head in the right place.
Yeah, but honestly too, it opens up that law enforcement department to some liability. Think about when you hire someone to come cut down trees in your yard. What's the first thing you ask? Are you licensed and insured? Yeah. Right? That law enforcement person hires this kid who schmucks it into a building and isn't licensed or insured, is going to be a big liability because it's going to fall in the department.
Right. Well, if anybody's watching and they would like to go to remotepilot101.com to learn all they need to know for their tests, and it's not just Part 107 that you offer. What other the kinds of stuff do you offer there?
Sure. So we do everything from Part 107 test prep all the way through manned aviation. It's your dream to be an airline pilot one day. That's actually how we got our start. We're using drones in a cinematic way to showcase our manned aviation videos. And that's how Remote Pilot 101 kind of grew out of that as a product. So everything from drones to an airline pilot. I always say we can fulfill all those dreams and produce all that knowledge you need for those FAA exams.
And if you want to, Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and if you're doubting or if you're wondering, I've heard several people at Spin Up talk about wanting to get their Part 107. It makes a huge difference if you take this course versus just try to study from a book. It just really, it's so much easier to comprehend, so much easier to understand, and it's for life. Once you've paid for it, right, Jason? You basically get the course for all your renewals, all your updates, any laws that change. I love just watching your videos to learn new stuff so that I can be Mr. Smarty Pants.
That's what I was going to say. I am not the best at retaining information, but it's so good to be able to know. Yeah, I'm not going to remember every little thing, and I'm a poor learner, but the way you do it with videos, it really kind of sticks the way you do it. And if you would like to be in the remotepilot101.com family, you can join up right now and use Heron 18. That's HERON 18 and get a 150% discount. Is that right? You actually pay people to join.
I send them checks.
That's how it works. All right. No, it's 30% off.
Ken too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll do that deal. But it's Heron 18. You get 30% off. And what kind of updates are coming down the pike? Because you are updating this thing all the time with all the new laws.
Yeah, some big stuff. March, roughly, we should have a full revamp of the initial course and the recurrent course. I never want the course to fall behind where you look and go, wow, I met Jason in person. He looks a lot older than he did those videos I watched. They must be 5 years old, right? I'm not aging as well as Ken. I don't have that silver crown just yet of hair. So it's not looking as good. So we're going to continue to update all of those. Also, Jeff alluded to it a little bit earlier about the possibility of a hobbyist test. I'll tell you and break the news for you. The hobbyist test is a real thing, and we've been consulting with the FAA to bring that to fruition as well. And hopefully I'll be back on in the future sharing more about that before that comes out. That is a very, very real thing that's going to happen.
And you are taking the family to Disneyland, or is it World? Is it World? Land?
Disney World. We're in Orlando.
Okay, so it's World. Yeah. Yes, okay. Yes. What is your favorite ride at Disney World?
My favorite ride, because it reminds me of you, Ken. It's a Small World. It just gets stuck in your head. And Ken Heron gets stuck in my head all the time.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll take it. First I thought, is he insulting me? No, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
He's such a little guy, too.
Yeah, I'm teeny tiny compared to you. Awesome. Well, thanks for making time with us. I appreciate it. And once again, just for all the people who are excited over the Mavic Mini, not because it's an awesome drone, not because it has 2.7K video, but for the outlaw aspect. Sorry to put the kibosh on that. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much. You're not going to be an outlaw.
And at the end of the day, there's lots of other drones that are under the weight, right? I mean, this isn't that aspect isn't new. The difference is the GPS and the functionality of this is a lot better than most of those drones at that lighter weight. But there's been plenty of them like that already, right? There's already so if you can't fly your SEMA F5 X5C into commercially or around an airport or any of those other things, you can't do it with the Mavic Mini.
You're exactly right. The big difference, too, is DJI is going to have market share of the 250 gram and less market on November 11th, basically, when this thing ships.
Yeah.
So,
is that why they did this? I mean, the reasoning behind... Yeah.
I think I have a little bit of insight only because I've read some of the press brief stuff, and it's really just to open up drones, and I think it's a good thing, honestly. Open up to the drones to people that maybe were intimidated to use one before. I mean, it really is very unintimidating. It's very cute. I was telling, I don't know if Jason, you were on when I was saying this earlier. I actually nicked my finger with it, and it's designed with these little, these props are kind of like the Paradonaphi. They don't hurt. It's a very, you'd really have to do something very intentional to hurt ananybody with this thing because it is so lightweight.
So the only thing that will get hurt will be your wallet, as it is $400.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
awesome.
That is.
Well, Jason, thanks again. We appreciate it.
Yes.
All the work and your time for being on today. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have fun.
All right.
Thanks. See y'all.
He's awesome, isn't he?
He is awesome. He's dreamy.
He is dreamy.
Dreamy.
I might have a little man crush going on.
And guys, real quick, if you want to see Jason's speech from Spin Up, it's actually on Ready Set Drone. So wait till this show is over, and then go over to Ready Set Drone, and you can watch Jason's speech. And Sean is actually working on editing the slides into his speech for me. But I've got Jace McCown, who is with Skyways. Lots of great speeches, and I'm trying to get them all published this year because I didn't do anything with the ones from last year.
Right.
I got a lot of grief for it.
Well, speaking of the Mavic Mini, you have some footage that you just posted on your channel that I'm going to share right now. This is actual footage from the Mavic Mini, and it looks pretty doggone good. This is in 2.7K, is that right?
Yeah, and then I actually scaled it up to 4K.
Okay.
My camera was 4K.
Okay, but this stream we're doing is in 1080, so if you want to see it in all its glory, go to Ready Set Drone. Make sure you subscribe. And now, Kelly, will the 2.7K be able to be upgraded in firmware, very much like the standard was?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, that seems like a stretch to me, honestly. I think if they were going to do that, they would have put it out with 4K in the first place.
Yeah.
And the problem is when did you like the little the drone collapse?
I like the drone pyramid. Yeah.
Drone stack. Yeah. That was every DJI Jones just stacked on top of each other, and then it fell over. But I don't think so. I mean, I think at the end of the day, they might do a second version of this at some point and make it 4K. But I don't know. And also, if you did do it with software, would it look as good, or are you just kind of like cheating and making it 4K, but cheating to do it so it doesn't look any better than 2.7 stretched?
Right. Okay.
So,
well, the Mavic Mini,
the footage is amazing.
I did buy one.
Nice. Well, you're a drone guy. You have a YouTube channel about drones, so to actually have one, I think, is a very smart thing. And it's not if you're not a drone person, if that's not your passion or your hobby all the time, and you already own a Spark, or you already own Spark's probably a bad example, but if you own a Mavic Air, a Mavic 2, or even a Mavic Pro, you probably don't need to get this. If you own a Spark, I'd consider it, because longer flight time, better camera, better 3-axis gimbal. There's a lot of advantages to it over the Spark. I like the Spark, but it's like the Spark should have been in the first place, I think.
Yeah, I got it because I don't have a folding drone. Well, I guess the Inspire 2 is kind of folding, but
and portable. A folding portable drone.
So portable. I bet the Mavic Mini is the same size as the lens on the Inspire.
So I'm actually leaving on Saturday to go to Holland, and I'm taking this thing with me, and I'm super excited because every time I've taken a drone on an airplane, it's not a huge deal, but it takes up a lot of space, and I got to think, okay, how many batteries do I have, and make sure they're in my carry-on, all this stuff. This thing here's the box for this thing. Everything, the charger, the batteries, it all fits right in here.
And it comes with 3 batteries, does it not?
The Flymore combo comes with 3 batteries. I'll show you the battery charger real quick. The battery charger is super cool because you can actually use it as a power source. You can plug anything that uses USB into this guy, and it'll charge it for you. And the battery. So the batteries don't have lights on them, but the charger has the lights. So you put it in, and you can see this one in the middle is a little bit depleted, whereas the 2 on the outside are full.
Okay, I have a challenge for you.
Yes, what is it?
Fly it right there in your house.
Okay.
Right now, live.
All right. Well, then tell us a joke while I'm setting up.
Okay, you set it up, and I will thank the gray bearded drone pilot. Thank you so much for the 2-pound super chat. Sorry, I'm late. If anybody wants to do stickers,
I like stickers. Yes, I do.
You can do those as well. I like them. Anything to support the channel, I very much appreciate. I got the eyeballs out. This is my eyeball drawer. I don't know if you can see this, but this is where I keep all the eyeballs and the envelopes. I write the envelopes out myself, and I will send them to you. I've got chocolate and vanilla eyeballs you can put on your drone, and just a quick video to show you the effectiveness of the eyeballs. Here is what happens when you're flying your drone with eyeballs. Look at that. The birds just avoid you. Once again, in slow motion. Oh, look at that. Eyeballs. Let's get out of here and not mess with that drone. So there you go. And now, ladies and gentlemen. It's pretty stable inside. Now it has downward facing sensors.
Yeah. Watch. I put my hand under it. It goes up. You see
Look
it
at
going
that.
up?
It's not that loud.
No, it's not loud at all. It's way quieter than
the Air.
Way quieter than
the Mavic Air.
Spark or the Mavic Air.
Yeah,
the Mavic Air is one of the loudest. Actually,
freaking noisy, that thing. Yeah, but
I'm doing it without the phone. This is just the remote.
Look at that.
I'm not using the app or anything. I just turned it on. But yeah, I mean it's super steady, and that's just the vision sensor holding it in place.
What does it have?
Let me get it over by the mic so you can hear it.
It doesn't have what kind of modes does it have? It'll do orbits and things like that.
So it has. I'm getting the impression you didn't watch my video, Ken.
No, I did, but I'm asking a rhetorical question for those who didn't.
I know. So it has. It will do rocket. It will do orbit. It will do helix, and it will do what's the fourth one? Droney. So it has those four. It doesn't do follow me. It won't. You can track yourself, and it'll do the rocket. You know, you're familiar with that, right?
Yeah.
But it won't follow you like on a skateboard or anything like that. It doesn't have the follow me mode. Doesn't have any sensors for obstacle avoidance other than the bottom. That's the only place there's downward vision sensors. And these front things are not actually anything except I don't know, air intakes maybe, but they're not sensors.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm actually a little excited about this because of the 3-axis gimbal. I mean, the Spark footage looks pretty good for a 2-axis.
Yeah, you saw the footage for this, and I was flying it fast. I was flying it hard. I was flying it indoors, outdoors. I mean, I've really put this thing through. I actually crashed it pretty hard into a wall in my office too. I have footage of that, but I don't really want to show it. It was kind of embarrassing. I was like talking to the camera and flying it at the same time, and then I just heard bam. Uh-oh. And fortunately, my camera guy got it. So
cool. Well, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. You asked me to fly a drone, and I'm gonna say no. Of course not.
Jack Bisson. Thank you, Jack. Great show, Ken. Even late. Thank you. $20 super chat. My goodness. And Time and Tickle, which is just a great screen name. $5 super chat. Love watching your videos and just got a Mavic Pro to go with my SJRC F11.
Whoa. Wait. Did Duncan Longden? Did I miss that one? Or is 150 NT? What is NT?
Not taxable. I don't. Duncan Longden, thank you. It's 150 of something, which translates into a pretty good super chat. Thank you. He says, "Is Ken dressed as a green chair for Halloween?" All right. Well, so if you joined late, let me go ahead and show. It's our Halloween show, and it's a spooky show, and I can make my chair disappear. A poof! Where did the chair go?
Where did it go?
Oh, spooky chair. Where's my?
How does a haunted house scream?
How
does a haunted house scream? Through the window pane.
Am I gone? Did I disappear?
Just a pair of hands and lots of tattoos.
Okay.
Lots of tats.
So there you go.
Got a couple more super chats while you were doing that.
Video 80634. That's the best screen name ever. $10 super chat with no text. Thank you. And Nick Dykstra, $2 super chat.
Today.
Got my eyes. Thanks again, Ken.
You can see.
Excellent. Now, coming up, we've got Scott Brady. You may also know him as Ray Bob's Antics. He gave a $100 super chat last week, and he just wanted to be on. He's going to be on. He just wanted to be on the show, and man, I can be bribed. Yes, if you want to be on the show, $100 super chat. Come on down. But we're going to talk to him in a little bit. First, Scotty from ScottyMakesStuff.com. You may be familiar with him. He's in Australia right now, waiting to be on, and he's got. Yeah, he's got a company that makes all kinds of. He makes the 4th-axis gimbals.
The Chubba.
For all the. Look, oh, hey, it's me.
Hey, that's you.
And here, I'll show you one of the things he makes.
Yeah, I think I've seen you doing video of this. It's basically so when you walk, you don't get that sort of cadence thing when you're walking, right?
Yeah, this thing.
Oh, is that a butt blaster or one of those ab cruncher things?
Yes, but it also doubles as a fourth axis for my. Now, this part, this is a Weeble Lab from Jiyun, and it goes on here. So the 3-axis Weeble Lab, and I put my camera up on here, and then this, as I'm walking, oh, sure, it looks funny, but the footage is buttery smooth.
Ooh,
and we're going to have him on here in just a little bit. I do want to show a few videos, though.
Let's do.
Yeah.
Can I commentate?
Of course. That's why you're here, to commentate.
Commentate.
Yes. Oh, and later on, I will share with you, because I recently sold some footage to NBC's The Voice. Ooh. And the producer people sent me a release contract that was scary. And I had their lawyers add 2 words that were very important. And if you're ever going to sell some stock footage from your drone stuff, you're going to want to know about this stuff. And I'll discuss that at length here.
Those 2 words. All right. Good to know.
Yes, yes, yes. So let's take a moment, and we'll razz it up later. But let's head over to a peaceful pond, shall we? This is from
Peaceful Pond.
Darkness21. It says, "Hey, Ken, I love the show. Here is my latest video. This is Bloodgood's Pond. It's part of the Rahway River in Union County, New Jersey. I was scouting new areas and found this nice place. Hope you enjoy. Shot it with my Mavic 2 Pro." So here you go. It's just a pond.
That is a name, too. Bloodgoods.
It's a great name for Halloween. Little waterfall there.
Formerly Bloodbad's Pond, but
that's
nobody
right.
Named them.
Yes, sir.
Let's change it to Bloodgood.
Yeah. There you go. Just sharing a little bit of beauty of his
That's
area.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, nice Gaussian blur.
Mm-hmm. Oh! Oh! Oh no! What's this? What happened to the video? Oh no! Oh! What are you? Oh, that was scary.
Oh Lord!
I may have edited that.
Did you ever work in a haunted house?
Yes.
You would have been the worst.
I did.
The worst.
I worked
guy.
in a haunted.
See, I don't actually startle very easily. I internalize everything.
Yeah.
In those situations, if somebody scares me, I'll just kind of sit there and look at them. But then, like 20 minutes later, I'll freak out. It's a weird thing. Delayed reaction.
Okay, so you're like a deer.
Yes.
The headlights go on. You just freeze, and then 20 minutes later, you're beef jerky.
I'm Pigeon Jerky. I'm Pigeon Popper. I'm Nathan Holder with $20 super chat. I'm all those things.
What is that beep? Is that you?
A drone.
Oh,
it's because I turned the drone off and I left the remote on. And
there's
it's saying,
a little feature.
Hey, there ain't no drone here.
We didn't know about. By the way, right now I am secretly filming the trick-or-treaters on my porch.
Oh.
Well, I mean, the cameras are obvious. Thank you, Nathan Holder. Appreciate the $20 super chat. Thank you very much for supporting the show. Much, much appreciated, Nathan. So yes, I'm secretly recording the trick-or-treaters on my porch. I have a sign that says, "Please be honest and take only 2." And I'm giving Pez out. Do you guys know what Pez?
Yeah.
Kind of an old...
a whole pack of Pez. I thought you just meant one at a time.
No, man.
Only take 2 little Pez.
I got a bowl full of Pez out there. Well, I may not, depending on the honesty of the kids in my neighborhood.
What kind of Pez dispenser do you have?
I don't. I just eat them pack at a time. But
do you know which Pez dispenser I have? Or you want to guess?
I want to know desperately. Yes, please tell me.
Underdog Pez dispenser.
Underdog is here. There's no need to fear.
No, Underdog is here.
So I have a sign that says, "Please take 2 only." And then as they exit, there's another sign that says, "Hope you were honest. You're on YouTube." So I have a camera that's directly over the bowl, and we'll see the little hands if they're honest or not. And I'll share that video coming up.
Wow. Do you know about the marshmallow experiment?
No. Tell me about it.
This is more of a financial thing, but many years ago, they took, and this is not a joke, they took kids into a room and they said, you can have here's a marshmallow. If you hold on to it, we'll come back and give you another one.
Oh yeah.
But you can eat it if you want. And a lot of kids just ate that marshmallow and didn't wait. But then everybody held on to their marshmallow. But they didn't have YouTube back then.
Right. That was an experiment in delayed gratification.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I show you one thing real quick before we go on?
Kelly, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Do you know about the little sticker packs that come with the Mavic? These things?
I bought some. I bought some.
This is the one that's defaulted, but I want to show you the one my daughter. So this one was already made, but my daughter colored it, and I thought she did a really nice job. I actually preferred hers. The yellow one is hers.
That's really good.
And then I'll show you the one I did. You're gonna love this.
I
think it was done by a 4-year-old.
I think you should put that on the refrigerator with pride. Yes,
no, this
sir.
is going on the drone. This one's going on the drone. Unless I don't know.
You go.
I have to say, as hokey and kind of silly as it seems, it was actually a lot of fun. We had a good time doing that.
Well, speaking of fun,
some art.
I'm going to show one more video, and then we're going to bring in Scotty McPherson from Scotty Makes Stuff. He's standing by in Australia.
Yeah,
it's actually tomorrow morning in Australia right now. So we'll get the lottery numbers from him. So this is from Droning Harry. He says, so Ken, here is the infamous The Drone movie. Apparently it's so bad that Walmart has it in the bargain bin for $12. I decided to pass. And he had a picture. I forgot to put it in the thing, but it was a picture of the DVD. Do you remember that movie? The trailer? I thought it was just a joke trailer.
Yeah. No. It was sort of, tongue in cheek, so to speak. I don't think it was meant to be serious, but yes, it was funny.
It's an actual movie, and I watched it.
So it's like Snakes on a Plane, right? Or Sharknado.
To anyone not into drones, it's a horror movie. To those of us into drones, it's a comedy. And you can tell by the trailer. Here's the trailer. Check this, a real movie.
The drone, he's been acting a little funny.
Funny how?
Moving around unprompted.
It's not supposed to do that.
Maybe there's something wrong with this.
It's more than just a wrong controller, Chris. The drone is controlling itself.
Afternoon, investigation services.
I know how it sounds.
Our drone.
It wants to kill us. Come out and play, you little son of a bitch.
Here's the scary part where it turns into an Inspire 1.
Man, I hate upgrades.
Take control of the car!
The Drone. Never going to be in theaters.
When your car is careening out of control, the first thing you shout is, I can't control the car.
Yeah, this movie is so horrible. It's so bad. It's laughably funny. But it's a perfect Halloween movie if you want to watch something tonight.
You know what would have been fun is as a group to watch that at Spin Up. to get the group together and especially because I doubt anybody's actually seen it.
Yeah. Let's do it next year.
You remember Mystery Science Theater? Where they sit and make the funny comments
I was
about
thinking
the movies.
More like the Rocky Horror Picture where we could throw toast at the screen and everything. It'd be great.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll do that next year. How about that?
Okay. Yeah, we could all dress up too.
Okay.
As our favorite characters.
Anyway, that's an actual movie. Download it illegally because you don't want to waste money on it. So let's go ahead and have Kelly give us a few more jokes. I wish there was a brick wall you could stand in front of as I bring in our next
comedy.
guest. Yeah.
Let's see. I've already done that one. Oh, here's one for you. Why didn't the mummy have any friends?
Why?
Because he was always so wrapped up in himself.
All right, one more. Make it a good one.
Oh, what kind of bird flies straight towards you? A duck. Duck.
Wow. Okay, that was pretty bad. Hey, it's Scotty from Scotty Makes Stuff.
Scotty!
Hey, Ken. Hey, Kelly.
Now,
how's it going?
Be warned.
How's it going?
That he's using Telstra in Australia, so there will be a little bit of a delay, but hopefully it won't be as bad as connection as Orlando.
What city are you in, sir?
Well, I'm in a very small city called Taree.
And what's it near?
It's about 4 hours drive from Sydney.
Ah, excellent. North or south? Or
north. So in the good direction.
Good direction. Okay. I have been wanting to go to Perth for a while. I've heard such good things about Perth.
It's a beautiful city. It really is.
So Scotty is the Scotty from Scotty Makes Stuff. And this is a 3D printing enterprise. They've just moved into some new digs. They're an expanding, growing company. They make the fourth axis for the pocket, and they made this giant thing back here that I use all the time. What is this called, sir?
That's called the Airflow. That's actually called the Airflow Multi. So that's a new product that's just been released.
Yeah.
So
now
we'll be talking about that a bit later, I think.
Do I hear a 3D printer running in the background? Is that the sound I'm hearing?
No. Unfortunately, I'm in my at home at the moment because my computer at work doesn't have a microphone. So
that's all right.
Yeah.
So now you were a little. It takes a long time to make these things, but you're expanding, and so the availability will be a lot easier now if you want to get something from ScottyMakesStuff.com.
That's right. So we've just moved into new digs about 4 times the size of what we previously had, and we've now got 4 times the printers. So we've got about 80 printers running 24/7, and we've now also got a whole batch of new staff that have just started this week. So we've virtually doubled our staffing overnight. So we're really sort of on the up and up as far as business is concerned. So we're well and truly geared up for our next new releases that are coming out. So we've just released like a little protective pouch for a Osmo Pocket. It's like it takes the little Osmo Pocket with a wireless case. So that's it there.
Okay.
So it can fall over, and this little protective bumper here actually stops it from smashing on your desk, basically.
That's a great
if it does
thing.
Fall upside down, you're in trouble. But that's about it.
Yeah, Young 360 just broke her pocket, and it wasn't protected.
I communicated with her. I said, hey, we could send you this, and you won't have that trouble anymore. So she said if she gets another one, she hasn't decided if she's going to get another one just yet, but if she does, she'll definitely hit us up for one of these.
Now, your best seller in the dronosphere, in the DJI-sphere, is what?
Yeah. Oh, currently it's the this is the beautiful pearlesque version of the Osmo Pocket 4th axis. So it's a little mini 4th axis for the Osmo Pocket.
Now, I'm not just blowing smoke. You know, there's a lot of companies that make these things, that make third-party gizmos for the products and cameras that use. But you know, Scotty Makes Stuff. A great name. They really put a lot of thought into their stuff. Here's their website right here. There's a link, of course, in the description. And you've got quite a selection of stuff for
who's
the
that
pocket.
guy there?
Oh, this guy right here? I don't know, some fantastic looking older gentleman. But you are always coming up with new things, and you do ship all over the world. Is that right?
That's absolutely correct. We ship everywhere, even to China. So a lot of companies won't ship to China because they think they're going to steal their IP or whatever. But we ship anywhere, so that's not a problem.
Well, let's talk briefly about this. Now, this part, I'm going to make my image large here. This from here down is Scotty Makes Stuff. This is the Zhiyun Weeble Lab that I use quite often for my mirrorless Sony RX100 Mark VI. I use that a lot. And this, it makes all the difference. You know, when you're walking and you have that very slight, even if you have a 3-axis gimbal, you have that very slight up and down and you wish it would go away. Well, the 4th axis makes that go away. And you've got 4th axes for many different products. Is that right? Like I mean, there's virtually no product that you can't 4th axitize.
Yeah, that's right. We're just about to release a new product, which is designed. It can take this case, but it's also not limited to something like the Pocket. So it can, for instance, this is the first time it'll appear in public.
Oh,
there we go. Wait, I'm going the wrong way.
Oh wow!
That's with a little. Osmo action.
Okay, so you can use the electronic image stabilization, and then with that, and it's, I mean, that's like a very small, just full Steadicam right there.
Yeah, that's right. And this is a fully articulated arm, so it can go underneath. Even the Osmo can be actually inverted as well. So it's got a few, and you can do other things, like you can put like a 360 cam on there as well, and have like have it extended, and then you've got yourself a long selfie stick.
Okay, and all those knobs on there that you can move that around and change the...
Yeah. So basically this can just be loosened, changed to any angle, tighten back up again, and then you've got a shortened version, and you can have it even shorter than that.
That is cool. Now, if somebody wants one of those, how long from order to ship is it?
Oh, it depends. We've got 3 different types of shipping. We've got really super slow, that's cheap, and then we've got the regular shipping, and then we've got express. So express, we're in Australia, so things take a little bit longer to get to places. So I think last time we sent you a package, it only took about 4 days to get there, so it was pretty quick. So we say somewhere between 4 and 8 days to the US for express. Standard is about 6 to 12 days, and the slow one is quite slow.
Okay.
So that's if you don't care about getting it for about a month or so.
Right. Kelly, do you have any 4th axis stuff?
I don't. No. I would love to check it out. And I think if this is right, Scotty, I mean, is the main thing it does is walking. It kind of eliminates that gait from a walk. Is that part of the trick?
That's right. So a standard gimbal is only designed to take out the yaw, the tilt, and the pan. It doesn't do the up and down motion. So now with some cameras, like for instance, you've got the new the GoPros,
Hero 8, Hero 7.
Yeah, they have
digital.
very strong digital stabilization. So it's still possible to use this with that. See what it'll do. It'll actually take take the load off the processor, so you'll actually be able to capture better footage, because it's spending more time capturing the footage and less time trying to work out how to make it stabilize. So it's still something that someone who uses a GoPro can use, and we're actually expanding it. We're making little chest mounts and all sorts of things that can clip onto a bag, for instance. I know Ken does a lot of stuff where he's walking through old buildings and whatnot.
Yes.
You need a guy with more subs than Ken to review some of this stuff for you?
Oh, you know, if you would like to have some of our gear, I'd love to send you some.
Are you hitting on my girlfriend in front of me?
The chest, the chest or the mount like that sounds actually very cool. That's something, because I'm as Ken knows, there's a lot of times we're one man shows, right?
Oh yeah.
And so I've tried the thing on the hat. I've tried the chesty in the middle with no stabilization. Something that would sit on the shoulder would be really cool for either the Osmo Action or the Hero 7 or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you going to make anything for this? Are you going to make anything for this little guy?
Well, you know what? I am actually thinking of buying that. I've been watching your show, and I do actually think I'll make the leap. It looks like a lot of fun to fly.
It's a blast. It's a blast. I would think accessories for it would actually be. It can't hold much. It's not gonna. It doesn't have very powerful. I mean, it's because it's so lightweight. But with I think the numbers of these that are gonna sell. Mm-hmm. I feel like, you wouldn't have to get a very big percentage of the market to do well.
For those who are watching, I'm sorry. Go ahead. There's a delay. Go ahead.
How about we make a little motor that lowers a little package down to someone? How's that sound?
Like for Barbies? Yeah, that'd be great.
Just an idea.
You can.
I've actually. How about a little motor that raises a flag on the back of it, so you can have a flag.
I like it.
And it lays flat for takeoff, and then it kind of like it's like this, and then it goes. Oh wait, can you see this? And then it's got Texas back here, or Australia, or Tennessee.
Okay, I like it. I like it, but I think we better not say any more on air because it'll ruin the patent. Yeah,
let's talk privately.
Don't throw those ideas out there. For those, I see the chat. It seems like some people are learning about this fourth axis stuff for the very first time. When you're watching professional movies or commercials where it is just absolutely on rails, buttery smooth, moving, that they're using some sort of fourth axis stabilization, and this is affordable fourth axis for the prosumer market.
That's correct. Yeah. And pros as well. We've got people all around the world shooting all sorts of things on ships, filming orcas and all that kind of thing. So very unstable places, and so it's the whole gamut. Not just prosumers, but pros as well.
It was very interesting. I brought the fourth axis for my Osmo Pocket on a boat once, and it looked amazing. The boat was moving, but the horizon was steady. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It eliminated the motion of the boat, and so the boat I was standing in was moving all around, but the horizon was absolutely still, which is just an amazing look. Scotty, I could talk to you forever about this. Now, there's a link in the description of this video if you want to go ahead and help this channel and order stuff through that link, and go to ScottyMakesStuff.com.
Nice.
And thank you very much for being on and for making time for us, and good luck with your business as it continues to grow.
That's exciting. It was very nice to meet you, Scotty.
This will be released. No worries. Good to meet you too, Kelly. We'll speak later.
It'll be released when, you were going to say?
This will be released next week. So keep a look.
Does that match? What's the camera in it? Is that an Osmo Action or is it a Hero?
That's an Osmo Action.
Sweet.
But the GoPro will also fit on there as well.
Very good.
That looks awesome.
All right, now Scotty, don't cheat on me with Kelly, okay?
Sorry, Kelly.
If you want a guy that's much less good looking on your website, I'm your guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Any shiny, pretty things just distracts me.
It's shiny right up here.
Well, good luck to you, man. Thank you very much for being on.
Too. Thank
awesome.
you. All right. See you later, guys. Bye.
Love those Aussies.
They are awesome.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
They're Aussie.
Hey, Ken.
Yeah.
So I know you were thinking about having the Invisible Man on this show at some point, but don't bother because he won't show up. He'll have plenty of excuses, but they're all transparent.
I saw right through that joke. Oh, man. All right. So let's go ahead.
See, if I volunteer jokes, then you won't put me on the spot.
No, that's fine. I love them.
John Scott with the super chat for $10.
$10 super chat from John Scott. Hey, Ken, received the skylight today. Thanks. Can't wait to get it in the air. Oh yeah. Okay. Very cool. I'm glad.
What was the skylight?
It's a toy drone that I gave away about a month ago, and I waited too long. I waited a long time. I bet people are receiving stuff now like, oh, okay, you didn't forget. I don't forget. I just sometimes it takes me a while to get to the post office. So speaking of that, let's go ahead and give something away.
It's another exciting contest.
All right. Yes, we're going to give away Kelly's artwork. And if that's not enough, and you know it should be, we're going to give away a magnetic quick swap system from Freewell Gear. Let me go ahead and open this up. This is an amazing thing. If you are out in the field and your camera, and this is, by the way, this is for a 67 millimeter. This is an ND64. Okay, so even the case is magnetic. Yeah, check this out. You put this on your camera, you screw it on, okay? And then you simply have this magnetic part. It's okay.
Super easy to get off.
No, it is. Oh, no. Okay, here it is. Okay. Yeah, there you go. It's all very magnetic. It even comes with a cover. Magnetic. You don't have to screw them on and off, is what I'm saying. And this is, I think it's over $100 value.
Wow.
So we're going to give this away. All right. And how we're going to give
it away to?
We're going to give it away to the winner.
The winner.
Yes.
Chicken dinner.
We're going to give this away to the person in the chat who has the best compliment for Kelly. And
oh, goodness.
Go.
All right, I got to switch over to all chat, not top chat.
Yes,
Live
make sure.
Chat. Best compliments.
Yes, that you
I'm
are
out, not
in.
my size. I like that one, Journeyman.
Make sure that you are in live chat and not top chat, because YouTube will default to top chat and you'll miss out. So Kelly,
all right,
we're gonna.
I don't
go
have
ahead.
a camera that'll fit it. Good luck to all. That's not a very good compliment.
And you get to pick, Kelly.
All right, nice shirt. Oh, that's good. Winner Kelly. You are a bald stud. All right, so far WHTGTZ2 is in the lead. I'm going to give it another 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Ken Heron's twin brother. That's an insult. He's much better looking than me. An insult to him. Beautiful voice. Nice shirt. Smooth as butter. Tall and handsome. You have a great head of hair. Had the best jokes on TNL. Ooh, I like that one. Great spin-up videos. Best shirt in the world. Nice shirt. Nice drone flying inside. Okay.
And the winner is?
And the winner is. It was back up here at the top. You got a drum roll or something for me?
I just did.
Oh, it was. You are a bald stud, Kelly. WTGTZ2.
Man, that just rolls off the tongue, that username.
It does. But you are a bald stud, Kelly.
Congratulations.
I don't even know what that means, but I love it.
I'm
going to actually text that to you right now, Ken, so that you have it.
Thank you very much. And if you did win anything, and you won eyeballs, or you just want to send some footage for next week, you shot something pretty or cool or pretty cool, well, then just send it to kenheronupload@gmail.com.
And by the way, everybody, thank you for all the compliments. It makes me feel really special when people say nice things.
Even if it was...
Even if it was to win.
Even if it was a bribe. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
All right.
Hey, well, that's how it goes.
Kelly?
Yes, sir.
It's your choice. Do you want to bring in Ray Bob's Antics, or do you want to see a pretty cool sculpture video first?
I think I'd rather bring in Ray Bob's Antics.
Okay.
And I do want to clarify something. This whole time I thought it was Ray Bob's Attics, and I was like, does this guy like work on air conditioners or what? So I'm glad to know it's actually Antics and not Attics.
Okay. Well, as I do that, as I bring him in, here is Kelly with another pathetic attempt at humor.
Oh, why are ghosts great cheerleaders?
Why?
They got a lot of spirit. How do monsters like their eggs? Terror fried. I'm going for the Halloween theme.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. One more.
What do you get when you cross a vampire with a snowman?
What?
Frostbite. Ray Bob's Attics.
Ray Bob's Attics.
Tell me about attics. About your attics.
Actually, it's Antics.
Yeah, no, I just realized that.
Crazy. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the show.
How you doing, man?
Hey, pretty good.
Excellent.
We don't see you yet. We can't see you.
Reach the right palm, you can go anywhere, right?
Yeah, we can't see you. You're a beautiful
we see a big S.
Oh, wait a minute.
Big Skype S.
Okay. How about now?
Hey!
Hey!
There's Ray Bob.
You're not seeing me, right?
Thank you very much.
Where do you live, Ray Bob?
I live in Nashville, North Carolina, way out in the sticks, man.
Nashville, North Carolina. I didn't know there was a Nashville, North Carolina.
There is. Not a lot of people do.
Yeah.
We're not very big.
Now, here's something that I found out about Ray Bob is that he is 1 year older than me, and he is got a dark hair, not one gray hair, and that's genetics. Isn't that right?
It's true. From my sweet, recently departed mother, I got that genetically. So a lot of people don't believe it, but there's nothing but real hair here.
You don't color your hair.
Every time I'm on this show with Ken, and it seems like everybody else has hair except for me. I feel so left out. I mean,
well, your hair is kind of salt and peppery too.
Yeah, what there is of it.
It's salt and peppery and fleshy.
I mean, why don't you just go chrome dome? I mean, just go ahead and go whole hog.
Oh, I do. I just haven't done it in a while. That's my kind of normal style.
Shave it, man. Yeah.
Shave it.
So,
shave it, put a little bowling alley wax on.
So, Ray Bob, thank you very much for supporting the channel. What kind of things do you like to film with your drones, and what kind of drones do you have?
Well, I'll tell you what, Ken. We talked earlier. I kind of went crazy back in December. I'm really new to this thing, and I bought one used on Craigslist. It was a Phantom 3 Standard. Fell in love with it. I went through a Spark, a 3 Pro, another 3 Pro, and now I'm down to an Obsidian 4 Pro, and I got a Mavic 2 Zoom. However, I did pre-order the Mini, and I got the Scotty, but I kind of slept at the wheel because mine's not coming until April.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Probably get yours before I get mine.
Mini. So what I'm trying to do, I tell you what, it looks a lot like the Zoom, and I love the Zoom. So I'll tell you what I'm trying to do. I'm going to put up a YouTube channel. I mean, y'all are my heroes, right? And I found Ken when I was looking for drone stuff on YouTube, and it just throwed Ken up, and I loved his humor. He's just a crazy guy, and I am too. So Ray Bob's Antics on YouTube, if I can do a shameless plug.
Sure.
Yes. Go. I'm going to go subscribe right now. You will see a new subscriber.
And I'm also subscribed to you, Kelly.
Thank you.
Starting a week from now, on Monday evenings, time to be announced, I'm going to do a Monday Madness with Ray Bob, okay?
Oh.
So hopefully I can get some people in there.
So what kind of madness are you going to have? You're going to have like some guy juggling flaming chainsaws? Are you going to swallow swords? What are you going to do? What's the madness going to be?
I guess off to start off with, until I can get enough people to email me, which my email, by the way, is raybobsantics@outlook.com.
Uh-huh.
Never miss a chance to self-promote, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to start off with some footage, just some little clips that I've gleaned from around the internet of people maybe not being very smart using their drones. I'll leave it at that.
There you go. That's good. Now, what do you do for a living?
You can just watch Ken's channel for that, actually.
That's true. That's true.
Ken does some great compilation videos.
What do you do for a living?
I am a maintenance supervisor at a tire plant in Wilson, North Carolina.
Okay. All right. Is that fun?
No.
So you would say that you are tired of it?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much.
Hey.
You're right.
Yeah, you've never heard that one before.
It sounds like his career's not really rolling along.
And we'll be right back.
Sorry.
So
Ray Bob, real quick on your channel, I see that you have beach action, fun on the water. Am I at the right channel here? I want to make sure I don't subscribe to the.
It's very not fleshed out yet. So
well, do you live near the water? Is my question.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I live about 2 hours from Morehead City, North Carolina.
Well, that's going to be great. And I'll tell you, one of the biggest things that helps with being able to make drone videos is having a great place to fly with interesting stuff to see. You know, I had the opportunity as soon as I got the Mavic Mini, I was able to travel to San Diego as well as Galveston, and that's the footage that really made that video. You know, it's a lot more interesting than my kids' middle school where I normally fly. So it's, going to the beach is going to be really fun.
Yeah, I saw your video, man. It was really cool. I tell you, I've got like 10 times as much as on my channel, like in my backyard. So I know exactly what you're saying.
If someone would be kind enough to post a link of Ray Bob's channel in the chat, that might help you out. But you're welcome. And I didn't have a chance with the other two guests to do Would You Ride It? So would you like to do the Would You Ride It segment with us?
Sure.
All right. Well, this week's Would You Ride It is it's a one-seater electric manned aerial vehicle that has a 70-kilogram payload with a 15-minute maximum flight time, and the test flight was done in the Philippines. And it's the EMAV flying sports car. would you ride it on this Halloween?
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Sure. Let us know in the chat if you would ride this thing.
Oh, I already like it. I like the color. It looks fast.
It's a good color, but it is.
It's sturdy too, yeah.
It's tethered. And
well, you know what I would do? I would kind of flip it over and cut that line with one of the blades and then go, go, go.
Yeah, man. Put it in acro mode.
Yes.
Yeah, there's nobody in it, so I guess this is a
Nurk
test
it up.
flight. Yeah, nurk it
I
up.
think I'd be trying not to soil myself.
Yeah, I mean, even from that height, that's a neck breaker right there if it fell.
Oh, yeah.
However, it does have, looks like it's got redundant blades on it. It's not just 4.
Yeah. I still wouldn't want them to go out.
It looks pretty stable. I don't know. What are the people in the chat saying? Joe Potter says nope. Stingray Aerial
Don
Solutions
Livingston says no, not me.
Stingray Aerial Solutions says heck no, and I agree.
But then John Scott says heck yes. So go John Scott. I'm in the yes camp.
I think I'd have to try it. I mean, it's not that high off the ground.
I might do it over water.
Yeah, then you got the issue of sinking in that thing. It looks like it has a canopy.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be strapped into it. I'm guessing those.
That Flying Ryan says yes, sign me up.
Okay. It looks like those blue things underneath might be the batteries. Oh yeah! Oh my God! Oh my God! What?
No, didn't see that coming.
Oh, did I get you?
That's only the third time. It was actually the scariest, though. I mean, the bloody hand is always the one you don't want to.
Yeah, you waited long enough this time. You fooled me. I didn't think you were going to do it.
Did I get you, Ray Bob?
You kind of did, man. I jumped back.
I'm going to give you the final word before we let you go. Thank you for being on and for supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. The final word. The floor is yours, sir.
Okay, great. Just to summarize, like I said, I'm gonna amp up my channel, Ray Bob's Annex. That's on YouTube. And if you got any good drone footage or any crazy drone footage, send it to me at raybobsannex@outlook.com, and maybe I'll get it on.
There you go.
Ken, Kelly, thanks guys, man. This has been great.
Thank you, sir.
So Ray Bob, I was subscriber number 12. So just remember me when you blow up all over the interwebs. You know, the people who liked you early.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks
the early
so much.
adapter.
Y'all have a good evening.
Thank
You
you,
too.
sir. All right, we'll see you later.
Take it easy.
All right, bye. That's a good guy right there.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what he does on the YouTubes. You know, that's also something that I really love about this community is that it isn't just millennials and younger folks doing this. There's every generation seems to want to get involved.
Right, and that was indicative at Spin Up. You see people of all ages there, and it's really great that we can all, despite our theological and political differences, we can all come together in this little thing we call flying cameras.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's right.
Actually, you say that. I had both my dad and my son and my wife there. So, kind of generational.
Cool.
Do you know who the demon took to the Halloween dance?
Who?
His ghoul friend.
Let's get back into the videos, huh?
Hey, yeah.
He's going to go through the whole list.
He's
going to go through the whole list whether we want him to or not.
That's right.
All right.
You said I could do whatever I want.
You could do whatever you want, man. This is a great video, and I'm assuming that they got their daytime waiver because it's night shots. He says, this is from Dan Chabot. Hey, Ken, this was a night shot in Class G airspace. I was so surprised to see that downtown Providence, Rhode Island was okay on Air Map. I will be going back. I live in New Hampshire, and we have gone to this event several times over the years. This particular event was in support of women who have breast cancer. I love your show and your videos. Great work. Enjoy this video, Dan Chabot. And this is actually a pretty good video. Have you applied for your daytime waiver there, Kelly?
I have not. But I wanted to just say real quick, Brad Alston mentioned that Ray Bob now has over 40 subs. He had 11 a few minutes ago, so way to go.
That's the support of the drone community, man.
That's an awesome shot.
Yeah, now I did apply for my daytime waiver several weeks ago. Haven't heard anything yet. So
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I should do at some point. I don't, I haven't really had many occasions to need to fly at night. So, wow, that is cool. That is really cool.
Yeah, man.
And it looks like it's maybe 60 frames a second, like slightly slow mode, would you say?
Yeah, perhaps, yeah. I don't know, what would you recommend to film fireworks in?
60 frames a second, I think, would look really smooth.
Yeah.
And sweet like that.
I agree. Anything that's going to be moving fast, you're going to want
It just kind of makes them a little more almost surreal looking, because when they go by so quick, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I had a big debate about 60 versus 24 with a few people recently, and I'm a big fan of 60 frames per second. You can't do 1080 60 with the Mavic Mini, but you can't do 2.7K 60. It'll only do 30.
I film everything I can in 60. I'm just not a fan of the lower.
Hey, you buddy.
I'm just not a fan. I mean, I know Chris Rollins films in 24. And that,
yeah, you know why? Because he's closer to 24 in age.
That's
We're closer
true.
to
That's
60
what it
in
is.
age.
That's what it
comes down to.
You want to film it? If you want
I film in 60 because I believe in equal rights for all folks.
I think you should film at your age. Your frame rate should be your age. So if you're filming at 120 frames a second, hats off to you.
Oh, yes. You're living life at that point.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
that was
really
fantastic.
good.
Thank
Well
you,
done.
Dan, for that.
Well done, Dan. Dan the man.
Yeah. Now let's go ahead and watch a sculpture. Very often these larger cities will have really cool sculptures. Okay. And this one is very popular, as you can tell, because the guy filming with his drone caught another drone filming this sculpture. See if you can spot it. This is from Jim Earl. It says, "Hey, Ken, this is a video of the Olympus Point Sculpture Park in Roseville, California. I did it with my Spark. The name of the sculpture is Cosmos, created by Angelo I can't pronounce his last name. In 1990 for the people of Roseville." I'm not even going to try. Jim Earl. And here it is. Enjoy. So he's using a Spark. See if you can spot the Phantom.
Yeah, and also, ooh, there it is. It flew right up the red. You could see it very well.
Yeah.
You know, you notice too, it's right by some power lines.
Yes.
And a highway. There's lots of chaos going on around there.
Yep.
Does he fly through it?
Yep.
Oh, wow. And he did it backwards because the cars aren't going backwards.
What's that?
He didn't
Is that
reverse that shot.
Oh, is that a little monster tree?
Groot-like things. Groot-like sculpture. Groot.
Those Halloween demons are popping up in every video.
Wow. It looks a little unfinished, actually.
It looks like something a skateboarder would want to try.
Yeah, or an FPV pilot. I could see an FPV pilot having a lot of fun with that.
Definitely.
Mr. Steele bouncing stuff off of that.
Yep.
Mr. Steele, if you're watching, your new assignment. Wow, look at those big hooks on the top. You know what those are for?
To move
those
it.
are for the aliens.
Oh, right. Yeah, the aliens.
They tether their spaceships to it.
Right, so their spaceships won't float away because they power their spaceships with adamantium.
Adamantium, yes.
Ah, there's a comic book reference. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of the 80s new wave artist Adamant.
Adamantium. Don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do?
What do you do? Yes.
All right. So
Goody
this show is getting a little bit long, but I do want to mention this. Now, I was one of the lucky few to be able to fly the St. Louis Arch before the FAA shut it down. And so that footage that I have on YouTube gets a lot of attention as stock footage from companies. I've actually sold the footage to the Discovery Channel and the BBC and several other outlets. And every time they will ask me for a video release. Some of them are really, really basic, like, can we use it? Okay, go ahead. But I recently sold the footage to NBC for the show The Voice. It's going to be used in, those little
interstitials.
Yeah, the little things they use for, like Larry grew up in St. Louis and blibbity blop. So it wasn't a lot of money. It didn't have a comma in it or anything, if you're curious. But so I had to go through a lot of hoops. I was back and forth with the producer for quite a while. We had like a 24 long email chain back and forth over the release. I'm going to read you the line that gave me pause, okay? And I'm going to have to take off my glasses to do it because it's teeny tiny, okay? Don't sign releases unless you read them carefully and you know what you're talking about, or you show it to a lawyer. That's my advice to you, okay? Because of language like this. Stuff like this. The full and irrevocable right and license to use the video and images and audio thereof in any matter, and to photograph, reproduce, record, manipulate, edit, modify, and to incorporate the video, blah-de-blah-de-blah. They're basically covering all their bases. I was just worried about them reselling it. Like if I sold the footage to them to use in The Voice, could they then turn around and give me a copyright strike on my own video?
Well,
because they're a larger entity. But let me hold on.
Think about it. You can't resell Epidemic music songs, right? I mean, that they wouldn't let you do that. So that doesn't make sense.
Right. But I don't have a team of lawyers. Let me read you this line. This is the line that I just said, no, it's not worth the money. Producer is entitled to all rights to use and exploit the program video, including without limitation images and or footage, including or incorporating the video in any and all manners and media, whether now known or hereinafter devised throughout the universe in perpetuity.
Does it say universe?
It says universe.
Throughout the, wow.
And I wrote him back. I was like, any lawyer that uses the language universe, this is the kind of release that is not going to benefit the content creator. This is the kind of release that will only protect NBC. And so I wrote up a brief version of a release that I use, and everyone should have something like this if you're going to sell footage that benefits you. So when you're selling footage to someone, you send them a release to sign, not the other way around, if you can do it that way. Some places do require you to sign their release. But so I protested back and forth, and they agreed to change the wording. And the two words that were added are the full and irrevocable non-exclusive right. So that means that they have non-exclusive rights to the video I sold them.
So you could sell it to somebody else.
That's right. That's right.
It's not okay.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, a shot of the arch could be valuable to a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, this would be the last time I ever sold the footage if they wanted to. If they wanted to be dicks about it, But
it better be 7 figures.
Right. But anyway, thank you, Ray Bob's Antics. Goodness, thank you very much. $50 super sticker. That's awesome. Little dude riding a rocket.
Yeah.
Into YouTube famedom.
Yep.
Excellent.
All right. I'm going to refresh Ray Bob's page real quick and do a quick sub count check. And it looks like Ray Bob now has, where is his number? I don't see it. 58 subscribers.
Hey!
Wow, we quintupled his subscribers.
We did. But final thought about the releases. Two things. One, a very valuable tip that I will give you is if you're going to just post any old footage, in the tags, put, and I can't believe I'm sharing this, put the words stock footage. Because very often these companies will search YouTube they'll put in Cleveland stock footage, and then your video will come up, and then they'll want to buy it from you. So put that in the tags, stock footage. Okay.
Did I ever tell you about the time I got a call in the middle of the night, back when we all had home phones?
Yeah.
And the phone rings like 2 a.m. or something. I'm asleep. My wife picks up, and I hear her talking to somebody. You never get a call at 2 a.m. that's good, right? But she says a few things and then goes back to sleep, and I didn't really pay attention. I went to sleep. Next day, it turns out it's somebody calling from Germany, and they want to buy a domain name that I owned. They had found me on, through the Whois, looking up domain names. And so I was like, okay, that's interesting. So I contact the guy, and he works for an agency. He can't tell me who his client is, but basically the client wants to use it in an ad campaign. And he's offering me, should I say it? 8,000 euros.
Hey,
which is like $12,000 at the time, or
right.
something like that. And so I had paid, $19.99 or something for this domain name a few years ago, and maybe paid for it a few years. So maybe I was $100 into this domain. So as a good friend of mine once said, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. And so I said, yes, sir. Yeah. To my German friend.
You didn't say, I'll do it for 10.
So here's the part though. So he PayPal's me half the money. I release the domain. He PayPal's me the other half. Everything's great. No tax forms. Nothing. Nothing. Basically, just money. And I find out later it was Volkswagen that bought the domain. I probably could have.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, dude, that was 10, 12 grand that just fell out of the sky for me.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, and you don't know if you knew it was Volkswagen,
If I had known it was Volkswagen, I would have done a little
they
different
have
story.
ways of making you pay.
Yeah.
Anubis Arts TJ, great. Thanks, man. $5 super chat. Thanks for another great tip. Ken got a ton of takeaways from our workshop. Oh, yes. Nice. I do a workshop. If you want to
the wrenches, the hammers, and the
all
screwdriver.
that. Yeah, I'll change out I'll clean your carburetors and anything you want. You can email me here if you're interested. KenHeronWorkshop@gmail.com.
Wait, why haven't I heard of this before? What is this? What is this all about?
Well, it's a little
what workshop?
Well, let me tell you about it. It's a little workshop. Here's my website here. You can see down here. It's a one-on-one workshop through Skype. You can talk to me. I do a couple of these a month, and I'll learn you a thing or two about this and that. You can ask me anything. You can ask me about life, whatever you want. You just want to chit chat.
Well, but I mean, what is the focus? Is the focus YouTube? Is it drones? Is it photography? Is it hair? What do you talk about?
All of that. Anything you want. Anything you want, and we can schedule an hour.
All right, Mr. Graphics telling me my lighting is too bright.
KenHeronWorkshop@gmail.com. Yeah, TJ Grady did it, and Geeksvana did it, and
really,
Kelly, yeah.
Do you mind telling me how much it costs, or is it a secret?
It's not a secret. It's $99 an hour.
Wow. All right, you're worth it.
I am worth it.
I agree. I would pay that.
I mean, but here's the thing: if you think it sucks and it was horrible, then just then don't pay me.
Yeah. No, I think at the end of the day, I'll just go off on a little bit of a tirade and actually I think help you make a point.
Okay.
Ken and I did not get to be here together doing this tonight. Just instantly. This has been the culmination of a lot of work. Both of us have hundreds of videos that we've produced. It's spent a lot of time. It's funny on this Mavic Air video, some of the comments were, how come you got it early, and it must be nice to get it early, and you YouTubers suck because you get it early and all this stuff. Do you think they just randomly picked me and said, here you go? I mean, this is and I'm kind of going off a little bit, and I know everybody in this audience knows it, but it's a lot of work, and there's a lot of people out there doing work like this too. I mean, I applaud Ray Bob's antics for wanting to get into this, but let me tell you, it's not easy. And so to pay you $99 an hour to help offset some of the costs of doing all that for the knowledge you've gained and the money you've spent and the time you've spent, I think it's worth it. So there's my long-winded word of wisdom for you.
It is true. You guys think, hey, it's maybe an hour. Oh, 7 o'clock Thursday's coming up. Yeah, and you don't think about it until maybe Thursday. I'm thinking about this show constantly. Constantly. It never ends. I'm thinking guests, and anyway, I don't want to go off on that, but we got another super chat from Geeksvana, £5. Ken taught me how to tie my shoelaces. Now I don't trip walking down the street. See, it could be anything, any number of things. I could help
Velcro.
You. That's right. That's it. Yeah, Velcro. All right, so let's just go ahead and rinse off a little bit by heading into the Raz. Let's go ahead and head in there.
So nice.
Oh, isn't it? It's just so lovely. The Halloween edition of the Raz Chamber. Kelly, it's always good when you're here in the Raz with me. I really appreciate it.
Nice.
Are those?
You know what the vampire's favorite fruit is?
Oh God, what?
It is a nectarine.
I was going to ask you, are those your feet touching my feet?
Those aren't my feet.
Oh, there must be some severed legs here in the Raz. Other than the severed limbs, there's nothing to worry about here in the Raz. It is a safe zone, free of all stress and worry.
It's like a big virtual hug.
And just like that, we're back.
Dude, I was totally waiting for the vampire to pop up in the middle of that.
Oh,
well, you missed an opportunity.
I would not taint the Raz with a jump scare. I would not do it.
Would you Raz the taint?
No.
That's the question.
All right. So just one more video before the viewer video of the week.
Okay.
And it is from Brett Harvey. He says, "Hey Ken, here's another near miss you might enjoy. Sometimes you can be lucky. Regards, Brett." Yeah, this is a near disaster he had with a bridge. Check it out. Not with the bird. That was just close. So you can see the shadow of the bridge. And what is he doing? He's going up and back, right?
I like the music.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Oh no! Pull up! Pull up!
Whoa.
I mean, it knocked the gimbal senseless, but it corrected.
Wow.
And finally, we are back.
Oh.
And that was a close one, wasn't it? I mean, that
Bring
was...
it home. Bring it home.
Oh God! Okay. That got me. Did it get you?
That one did get me a little bit. A little bit.
If I saw that on my monitor, I would think that's it. My Mavic's gone.
Look, Jody's gonna have to deal with me waking up screaming tonight. Why are you screaming? It was all those ghosts that jumped out at me hours ago. Finally processing it.
Freaking Ken. All right. So I have to tell everyone, remind everybody about this prize that I'm giving away. Okay. This is the Kamika. It's Kamika or Kamika, Kelly?
I think it's Kamika. I think it's Kamika.
Okay.
Komika
CVM AX3. This is
an XLR adapter.
Yes, and this hooks
an
on
XLR adapter.
This hooks onto your camera.
So does that work with any camera?
Yes. Yeah. It hooks into where your hot shoe.
As long as you have a hot shoe. Yeah.
A hot shoe or a cold shoe, it'll fit in there. I don't want to take it out of the box.
And then there's a mini jack that goes into the mini jack port.
That's right, and you can mix several audio inputs. So this is a very valuable prize I'm giving away.
So no, I'm gonna agree with you because I actually just bought one of those for my GH5 made by Panasonic, and I want to say it was like $120 or something for the Panasonic.
This is comparably priced. But last week I mentioned the very unique way that I'm giving this away, and maybe Kelly doesn't remember, but that way is the person who mails the largest box to this address.
Oh, Lord.
I already warned my post office, and they said there is a size limit, so you can't send a giant crate.
So you have to get it just right.
That's right.
And the shipping on a giant crate probably costs as much as 4 of those Kamikas, so I wouldn't bother.
Well, yeah, don't do it. But just a regular box filled with peanuts or those little, nothing. It could be nothing in there.
Blumpies.
But it's the largest box
full of blumpies
sent to this address will win that thing. I know that's a weird way to do a contest, but
that's a very weird way to do it,
isn't it?
Or you could do the smallest box, like something that actually is small enough to get an address on it.
Well, that'll be next time.
That's a little more eco-friendly, I feel like.
Yeah, that'll be next. We'll do that next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
like, those grains of rice where they draw like masterpieces on the grain of rice? Could be like that with the box.
Yeah, man. I think it has to be big enough to at least hold a stamp.
Yes.
It can't be any smaller than the stamp.
Okay.
So,
Fair.
yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and get to the viewer video of the week. And the viewer video of the week will receive some Freewell ND filters from freewellgear.com. And this can be anything, your pocket, your whatever. They have filters for all occasions. And they even have the magnetic one that I mentioned back there. Okay.
Nice.
So
nice.
the viewer video of the week will receive those. And the winner is... Fudo Films. That's the name I have.
Fudo Film.
He says, hey, Ken, big fan of the show. I'm a truck driver. I stopped for a break, did some flying in Montana. This is my first edit. Keep up the good work. Fudo Films. Enjoy. It's a viewer video of the week. And I thank all truck drivers for bringing us the stuff. Truck drivers are awesome.
Thank you, Fudo Films.
Kelly's getting tired.
It's just repressing all those ghosts.
Yeah.
Oh my God! If you have a ghost in this one,
nah,
I'm gonna snap, man.
No, there's no ghost in this one. I promise.
I think you're lying.
Nope, no ghost. I wouldn't defile the viewer video of the week with a ghost.
That's beautiful.
It is.
And I love the low fast shot. That's one of my favorites.
Yes. And it's color graded a little bit teal, it looks like.
Yeah, I like it's kind of stylized.
Mm-hmm.
Either he messed up or he's really brilliant.
I'm going to go with brilliant.
I'm going to go with brilliant too. Oh, and the cows. It's too bad it doesn't have that methane sensing thing now.
Yeah. This is Montana. Have you ever been there, Kelly?
I don't think I've ever been to Montana, actually. I've been to Wyoming and Idaho, but not Montana.
Just beautiful. And here comes the ghost. Oh, no, I was wrong, Kelly. I was wrong.
Are you calling your...
It's a skeleton.
You had to do it.
I told you one.
You promised, and then you broke your promise.
It wasn't a ghost. It wasn't a
you
ghost.
were fair.
Yeah. So
Bloody hand is not a ghost.
Before we go, let's see. No, not that one. That's which the one is it? No, not that one.
Hey, did you get a chance to meet Jack Ryan, by the way, while he was at Spin Up?
Jack Ryan?
Yeah, the kid. He was on your show one time.
Yes, in fact, I'm sending him a wireless microphone. That I'm not using anymore. Yeah,
he was a very nice kid. I enjoyed. He was only there briefly, but I really enjoyed. And if he's watching right now, Jack, I appreciate you making the effort to come all the way to Tejas.
Yes.
To hang out with us old farts.
Yeah. Would you say it was mostly old farts?
No. I mean, it was. I would say 60%, 50% old farts, and then we had some ladies there, some lovely ladies. We had some cool kids. We had the remember the drone interest group by themselves. They kind of offset our old fartiness by a lot.
I think I'm trying to find. Oh, here it is. It was Halloween evening as Ken donned his fat Gumby outfit one last time before ending the show. I'm going to disappear and say goodbye as I thank TJ Grady. Another $5 super chat. Thank you. Last one for a new light for your clock. Well, the clock works, but I have it off for Halloween because it's extra spooky.
Ken, I have a chicken that haunts your house. Did you know this?
Yeah?
It's a poultrygeist.
Now that's funny. As I, once again... Hold on. Disappear! Ooh! I'm just ahead. Ooh! Oh, what am I doing here? Am I... what? Oh, wait.
You know we can still sort of see you.
I know. It's a ghost effect. It's ghosty. Like if I took my drone and just ooh, it's a ghost drone. It's flying by itself. Ooh. It kind of
even
does.
covers your hands.
It kind of,
Wow.
yeah, it kind of does. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, that's. I want one of those. I want me a green screen machine suit.
You want a green screen suit? I mean, they're kind of fun. They're kind of fun.
I think you should give away a green screen suit on your show sometime.
Sure, man. I went all the way and covered my chair, man.
Yeah,
I don't mess around. Well, but I guess I do have to turn this on so that I can turn it off at the end, because that's kind of a tradition. Kelly, is there anything else you'd like to mention before we skedaddle?
I'd like to say thank you, first of all, to you, Ken, for having me on the show. Second of all, to your first, second, third, and fourth choices of co-hosts who couldn't make it tonight. Way to go, guys. Because I'm number 5. Finally, to all the folks out there who came to Spin Up. I really appreciate it. I've had a lot of great feedback. I feel weird not pitching it. I feel like I should be going, come to Spin Up. But
yep.
I don't even know when it's going to be. I've had a lot of questions. We like to keep it interesting, so who knows? Austin, maybe not. October, maybe not. Send me your thoughts, and I'll take them into consideration. But thank you again, Ken. It's been a blast.
Thank you. And a couple people have asked me. I'm going to try to do the slow motion Christmas this year. I think I skipped it last year. We're all going to meet in Nashville at the Parthenon at some point. I know Mel was asking about it. And I'm going to try I'm going to try to get Dana Williams back to host this thing again soon. He hasn't gone away or anything. He's just doing his country
he's
thing.
First choice.
Yeah. By the way,
we got your Dana Williams, your Chris Rollins, we got your Ed Rickers, we've got your Kelly, the other Kelly Green.
Kelly wanted to do it. Hey, Kelly wanted to do it. I said, no, let's give the other Kelly. I got to have the other Kelly. Sorry, man.
Okay, I think everybody should upvote me a little bit.
Yeah, man. Am I pink, by the way? What is going on?
Oh, you're pink and green. Green and pink.
It's this green that's turned everything pink. There. That's better.
That's better. That's much. If you could just cover your face, that would do the trick.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, cover the face.
Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Yeah.
As great Jay-Z says, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate that.
And that's the show.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
Thank you to all the guests tonight, all of them. Scotty from Scotty Makes Stuff. Thank you to Scott Brady, a.k.a. Ray Bob's Antics. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. And Jason Schappert from RemotePilot101.com. Make sure you sign up. Use Heron18 and get a discount. Thank you very much. Kelly Shores, Ready Set Drone. You can subscribe to his channel. Not that he needs it or anything. And thank you for flying the colors, my friend. You are awesome. Until next week, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Happy Halloween. Bye.
And bye.
And I get it.
enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky. The killer can process meat. Say I enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky. And you give your family a treat. It's got much nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky. A killer can process meat. Yeah. That was so funny.